football on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield. Illinois State football is brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And by Whiffles, welcome to Whiffles Country.
Go, you Redbirds!
Now, alongside Ted Schmitz and Craig Birchie, here's the voice of the Redbirds, John Fitzgerald.
A capacity crowd of over 69,000 has assembled here in the nation's heartland in anticipation of a brand new year. The 2024 campaign gets underway today as the Illinois State Redbirds invade Iowa City for a date with the Iowa Hawkeyes. And a pleasant good afternoon, everyone, alongside former Redbird assistant Ted Schmitz and sideline analyst Craig Birchie. I'm John Fitzgerald. Blake Haas is back at our network studios in Bloomington. The 129th season of Illinois State Redbird football is just moments away. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Illinois State Redbird football from Learfield.
AM 1230, FM 102.1, WJBC, and 93.7 FM Nash Icon, a Redbird Sports Network. Back out to Iowa, guys.
Today's game time temperature presented by Bratcher Heating and Air Conditioning, 77 degrees a kick. Sunsplash skies, wind not much of a factor, just 4 miles per hour out of the west. That's today's game time temperature presented by Bratcher Heating and Air Conditioning, making home comfortable again. Visit them online at BratcherComfort.com.
Gentlemen, good luck today.
Second meeting all time between the Birds and the Hawkeyes. I won the first one back in 2015 on a very hot day as we head downstairs. Our Illinois Ford dealer sideline report, and here's Craig Birchie. Craig?
John, that's a day I'll never forget because the game time temperature said 84 degrees, but on the field it was around 95, and I think it probably went over into the triple digits as the game progressed because that was an early kick like today. Today, not the same, fortunately. That cold front moved through yesterday afternoon as we were coming over here and makes it much more comfortable. It will be warm, but nowhere near the humidity this afternoon, guys.
Thank you very much, Craig. Our sideline reports presented by your Illinois Ford dealers. Home of the award-winning F-Series. Visit buyfordnow.com. Birds have emerged from the tunnel in their home whites, tops and bottoms with the white helmets. Iowa in their traditional black jerseys trimmed in white gold pants and the Tiger Hawk logo adorning the sides of their black helmets. Today's uniform report brought to you by Starcrest Cleaners. For all your dry cleaning and laundry needs, visit Starcrest today at either of their two Bloomington Normal locations, 208 North Prospect Road in Bloomington or 1712 East College Avenue in Normal. Starcrest Cleaners, bright ideas in cleaning. How would you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Go to syncmygame.com to find out how. That's syncmygame.com to match up our call with today's Big Ten Network production. So the Birds and the Iowa Hawkeyes on this final Saturday of August. And we are set to go with what has the makings of an outstanding season for the Redbirds.
Well, Iowa's won the toss. They've elected to defer. So Illinois State will take the ball first. And we're on Duke Slater Field, John. And Duke Slater was born in Normal, Illinois, way back in the late 1800s. And that's really a compliment to that man, the first black player probably to ever play in the college football. Duke Slater Field, and we've got 70,000 very impressive fans here. This place is filled, and it is really, really impressive when that Hawkeye bunch came out onto the field.
Our opening kickoff this afternoon is brought to you by Toyota. Visit your Peoria, Pekin, Bloomington Toyota dealers today. Veteran place kicker Drew Stevens has it teed up at his own 35-yard line. Contreras and Lloyd are back deep for Illinois State, along with Winkers Wright. And the kick off the right foot of Stevens is going to carry him into the back of the end zone and a touchback. And the Birds will go on offense first against this vaunted Iowa Hawkeye defense here this afternoon.
It's going to be fun to watch right here, John. We'll see what happens. Tommy Rittenhouse is an experienced quarterback. He's played in a couple big games for him already, but never won this big before, John. This is his biggest game, and Tommy's ready for it.
So Tommy Rittenhouse started the last two games a year ago, went 1-1. On the year, 67% completion rating, 467 yards through the air, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He was not sacked. He's going to work out of an empty set. First down and 10 for the 25. Birds going right to left. Rittenhouse back to pass, throws a slant pattern over the middle and threw it behind his intended receiver is Daniel Sopkowitz, coming from left to right just inside the left hash. Incomplete, and it's bring up second down and 10.
Kind of a surprise. You think Tommy's right away is going to run a zone read or just hand off. There was nobody to hand off to, so it had to been him or throwing or passing. He was passing, which is unusual.
Sopkowitz works out of the gun, second down and 10. Fakes a handoff over to King. He's going to run left side, trying to get outside. High steps a man at the 25, works his way out to about the 26. It's going to be a 1-yard gain and bring up third down and long for the Illinois State Redbirds as they attack the north end zone here at Kinnick Stadium, just underway. 15 seconds gone by.
Well, they're going with a quick no-huddle offense, and they got to be able to get outside there some, John, though, or they're going to have a long day.
King, the lone man in the backfield. He lines up on the right hip of Tommy Rittenhouse, who sends Dylan Lord in motion left to right. 4 wide receivers to the right-hand side of the formation. That's the open side of the field. Ball left hash mark, 3rd and 10. Throwing over the middle. Ball deflected away.
Yeah.
Incomplete at the 35-yard line. They tried to find Sopkowitz, but it was broken up by the right hand of Nick Jackson.
Yes.
That weak side linebacker we talked about. 4 consecutive seasons of 100-plus tackles, and the Birds go 3 and out in their first possession here in 2024. They're going to punt it away.
They did have a zone drop, which Illinois State's anticipated, and they threw it right to the stick, which would have been first down if he hadn't tipped the ball.
So Hayden Funch, the 6'1 redshirt freshman out of Valdosta, Georgia, on to punt it away. Caden Weegan, 5'10 senior, stands back at his own 35 and single safety. And a short punt rolls inside the 40 and is going to be down at the 35.
Off the side of the foot.
And the Birds, that ended up off the roll a lot better than it could have been.
He's probably nervous. His first time ever punting. And first time ever in a ball game like this, and you come in front of 70,000 people, it's not easy. And the ball did slide off the side of his foot. He was trying to spot it into the other corner over here, and it went off to the right. He was trying to come over to the left.
They want to keep it away from Weegan. He is
Right.
a very fast, good return man and one of the nation's best in the kick returning category. So Cade McNamara comes out.
This is who we thought. This is the offensive line plus the quarterback that we thought it would be.
To pilot this Iowa offense, 2 wide receivers to the right, first down and 10 from the 35 as Iowa moves left to right. McNamara takes a handoff, puts in the belly of Moulton, running along the right hash, gets across the 35 and works his way out to about the 38-yard line. Lavois Deontay McCoy in on the stop there. It's going to be a 3-yard gain and bring up second down and 7.
Pretty good defense, though, against their number one play is the outside zone. Coach calls it a stretch play. I just call it outside zone, and they did a pretty good job of defending it right off the bat.
Kamari Moulton stays in the backfield. Jacob Gill wide to the left-hand side, along with Reese Vanderzee, who's a freshman wide receiver. Now Gill in motion left to right. Give to Moulton straight ahead run, and he does not have anywhere to go, maybe a yard, but they tried to go right up the gut and met by a host of Redbird defenders. Keandre Jackson there initially in on the stop.
And Keandre he's a safety, and we're going to get a lot of safety tackles today because that's just the kind of game it is. And Coach will be playing what he calls his cover 4, which means both those safeties are ready to fill off tackle.
So 3rd down and 6 now for Iowa, just 29% a year ago in that category. That was dead last in the Big Ten.
Nickel show defense, which means they're showing blitz.
Tight formation, 3 wide receivers to the left-hand side. Man in motion is Weegan. Back to pass McNamara. Throws left side, overthrew his man, trying to find the tight end, Luke Lachey, who was injured most of last year, but a former All-Big Ten performer. And the Birds force Iowa into a 3-and-out, and they're going to punt it away.
Well, you got a new punter. We talked about the one last year. This young man's from Australia, and we'll probably get some of that rugby-type kicking out of this guy.
Reese Dakin, the freshman out of Melbourne, Australia, replacing the All-American Torrey Taylor, who you mentioned in our pregame show, now a member of the Chicago Bears. Braden Contreras is back, single safety at his own 14-yard line. High snap. Reese Dakin puts the right foot to it. It's a short kick. It's going to bounce at the 25-yard line, go out of bounds, maybe the 26. And the Birds are going to get good field position out of this. So the Birds, really an inauspicious start offensively in their first possession. They go 3-and-out, but the defense stepped up, forced Iowa to go 3-and-out.
That's
and
a
now we're scoreless.
John, that's a tremendous job by this young defense. And I shouldn't call them young because this is their second year. But anyway, last year everybody was worried about them being able to hold up. First series, they held up very well.
When life gets real, start at Kohl's, where we've lowered prices on thousands of items your family needs for whatever life brings. Kohl's, where families come first. Timeout on the field will step out as well. 12:45 to go. Opening quarter here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City on a McDonald's scoreboard. The Birds and the Iowa Hawkeyes scoreless. Illinois State football when we come back on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
I want that. The Make It Ford summer sales event is on. So make it your best summer ever with Ford. Now's the best time to get our best deals on a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, like the Ford Explorer, the Ford Bronco family, Ford F-Series, and the all-electric F-150 Lightning. These are the deals you've been waiting for, so don't wait. It's the Make It Ford summer sales event. So make it yours. Make it now at your Ford dealer today.
Back here at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. 12:45 to go. Opening quarter on a McDonald's scoreboard. Birds getting the football for the second time in a scoreless tie. Redbird fans, Redbird football brought to you in part by the great taste of Bud Light. Bud Light, proud sponsor of Illinois State Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. And remember, fans, please drink responsibly. Some bad news for the Birds in the offensive end. Let's head downstairs and get the scoop with Craig Birchin and our Illinois Ford Dealers sideline report. Craig?
Well, Hunter Zambrano went to the locker room to get his right wrist or hand examined. He was getting that looked at. He's marching back out onto the sidelines now, so maybe that's a glimmer of good news. But Andrew Johnson will come in at left guard. They'll move J.J. Godet over to left tackle. But Zambrano, this is a big game for him. He was a guy who's getting a lot of notoriety in the offseason, maybe being a good NFL prospect and potential draft pick if he plays well enough. So not a great way to start the season, but hopefully it's just your standard getting nicked up and he can wrap it up and be back out there for the rest of the game.
They need him at that tackle. They need him at that left tackle position, I think, especially on pass downs.
He's also been battling some labrum injuries down in the groin area all offseason. So the Birds with their second chance here as they attack the north end zone here at Kinnick Stadium. Scoreless tie, minute 15 gone by. Low snap. Rittenhouse digs it out, has time. Now the pocket collapses and he's pulled down from behind. And the speed of the Iowa defense able to get to Rittenhouse with an ankle tackle. Aaron Graves, the 6'4 junior out of Dayton, Iowa, picks up the sack. He had 2.5 a year ago.
Still a hurry-up offense. They're going with the no huddle. And I know they're spreading people out. They had a tight end last set. This time they got 4 wides with the one back.
Loss of 3 on the play, 2nd and 13. Rittenhouse takes a snap, turns, hands to King, and he's swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. As a ton of penetration came through for the Iowa Hawkeyes, and Graves with back-to-back stops behind the line of scrimmage for Iowa.
Somebody's hurt.
And it looks like Mason King's a little bit slow getting up. He's on the right hash mark and being attended to by the Illinois State medical staff.
He's been hurt all camp, to be honest with you.
He's been
And
bothered
he's
by
just-
a hamstring
right.
really since the summer. It just has been nagging and has not been able to go away.
Well, this is one thing we were worried about. He has not been able to have a lot of contact, John, because of the injury. And we worried coming into the game whether he would be contact ready. And you're going to get contacted by this operation. And I think Higgins hit him right there and just drilled him.
Illinois State University invites college-bound students and their families to visit our campus this fall. Register for an open house on October 14th or November 1st to learn about our 150 majors, tour the beautiful quad, and see why ours is one of the top college towns in the nation. Create your legacy today at illinoisstate.edu/visit. Timeout down the field for the injury. We'll step out. 12:02 to go. Opening quarter here in Iowa City on our McDonald's scoreboard. The Birds and the Hawkeyes all scoreless on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. And you've got beer and football. Nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Wedding and engagement season are upon us. Contact the experienced events team at Eastland Suites Hotel and Conference Center. Their professional team will ensure your special day exceeds all your expectations. Ask about their special hotel room group rates for out-of-town guests. Call 309-662-0000 and ask for Janelle. Reference this commercial and receive a complimentary champagne toast for you and your wedding party. Eastland Suites Hotel and Conference Center.
A Tentac enterprise.
Redbird fans, football season is here, but summer isn't over quite yet. Still plenty of time to grill. Stop by Bloomington Meats today to grab everything you need for a great tailgate. Choose from a huge variety of fresh chops, ribeyes, grillers, and brats. That's Bloomington Meats, 2401 Bund Street in Bloomington. John Fitzgerald, Ted Schmitz, Greg Birchie back here inside Kinnick Stadium. 12:02 to go, first quarter. Mason King helped off the field. Winkers right now in to replace him. On a third down and 12 for Illinois State. They're 0 for 1 on third down so far today.
Motion to empty.
Rittenhouse deploys Winkers empty. Throws over the middle. Pass complete. Sopkowitz across the 35. And he gets out to the 40. Pickup of 16 yards. And that's good for Redbird Toyota first down as the Birds move the chains.
Excellent pass protection, though. That's what Zambrano's back in the ball game, and that's what they need him at that left tackle spot to block that speed rush in.
J.J. Gaudet, the transfer out of Minnesota, now at left guard. Low snap, Rittenhouse turns, rolls out to the right, dumps it off to the tight end across midfield and barreled down at about the 46-yard line, and that's good for another first down and a pickup of 14. Mitch Bartle, a transfer out of Western Michigan, made the reception, but we have Laundry on the field.
Got a flag coming here.
See how they sort this out. Our head referee, Mark Klaczynski, here this afternoon.
Against Illinois State, ineligible downfield.
Ineligible receiver downfield. They're going to back that up on what was a great play action rollout by Rittenhouse to find the tight end.
Very, very good play calling, by the way. That was really, really a good spot to do that.
So that's going to move the Birds back 5 yards. Going to bring up first down and 15 now from their own 35-yard line. Ball between the hashes. 3 wide receivers come to the left-hand side of the formation. 1 wide receiver, Sopkowitz to the right. Rittenhouse, the clap and the snap. Fakes a handoff. He's going to roll right around a blocker, gets across the 40, and dives his way up to about the 45-yard line.
That's a 10-yard gain, though. That's a great play. That's the spot that Illinois State can make some hay with Tommy Rittenhouse. Run the inside zone fake, and they got a lead blocker out there that just went in motion and let Tommy run it.
Pick up a 9 by Rittenhouse. He was stopped by Quinn Schulte, the free safety. Brings up second down and 6 now for the Birds. Ball right hash mark at their own 44. Rittenhouse, play action pass. Throws right side in the first completion of the year to Xavier Lloyd across midfield to the plus 49-yard line. Pick up a 6. And the Birds move the chains. A Redbird Toyota first down. They get into Hawkeye territory.
Now this year the clock's continue. You don't get your clock doesn't stop on a first down. The clock keeps running except for the last 2 minutes of the half. both halves. That's one of the new rules.
So the Birds in plus territory now. Ball right, hash mark, first down and 10 from the Hawkeye 49. Rittenhouse takes a snap, hands off, Winkers right, bounces off a tackle, and then he's hit and wrapped up at about the 47-yard line. The initial hit made by Deontay Craig, who has 11 career sacks coming into this one. Right with a short gain, picks up 3 in the second effort. It's going to bring up second down and 7 for the Birds.
Pretty good run because that was a heck of a hit. He got blasted.
You can get 3 every time against this front 4 for Iowa. You're in good shape on every snap. Empty backfield. Rittenhouse looks right, throws right, and the ball is picked off.
Well,
Jamari Harris, the graduate student out of Chicago, Illinois, went to Montini Catholic, dove in front of the pass intended for the right flat, and Harris picks up his 6th interception of his career, and Iowa has the first takeaway of the ball game.
John, I'll guarantee you Iowa has seen some of Illinois State scrimmages or practice, because when they shift the tailback out to the wide, they throw the quick out there, and that kid didn't even look. He just ran right up to pick it, and that's definitely just scouting and picking it up off the film. You're going to have to do something else. You're going to have to fake that and throw it to the other side or do something.
That's the absolutely definition of jumping the route
right
there. So the Hawkeyes get it off the INT, and they'll have it when we come back. 9:47 to go. Opening quarter here at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. We're in a scoreless tie on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
DoubleTree by Hilton Bloomington, the preferred hotel for Redbird Athletics. Call DoubleTree for your next Hilton stay. 309-664-6446. Need space to hold a meeting or event? We are here for you. DoubleTree by Hilton Bloomington. 309-664-6446. That's 309-664-6446. Where the little things mean everything.
If you're shopping for a new or used vehicle, win big with the O'Brien difference. The O'Brien Auto Team of Bloomington Normal is changing the game. Take advantage of a fast and perfectly executed sales process. Our vehicle exchange program, a 4.8-star customer-rated experience, peace of mind service with an MVP level lounge, plus O'Brien's best used cars with hundreds to choose from. It's the O'Brien difference. Click O'BrienTeamIL.com and start shopping today. All of us at O'Brien are proud to support the Illinois State Redbirds.
Redbird fans looking for a place to unwind before or after the game, head on over to Rob Dobbs, 801 North Hershey Road in Bloomington. Rob Dobbs has something for everyone. From traditional comfort food to the best steaks in town, Rob Dobbs has you covered. Check out the daily specials, lunch features, and a full bar menu for the premier dining experience in the Twin Cities. Visit Rob Dobbs, a proud partner of Redbird Athletics. 9:47 to go, opening quarter here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. John Fitzgerald alongside Ted Schmitz and Craig Birchie. Blake Haas is back in our network studios in Bloomington. Tommy Rittenhouse throws his first interception in 2 years, and Iowa takes over in their own territory at the 45-yard line. As the Hawkeyes move left to right, attack the south end zone here at Kinnick Stadium. Cade McNamara slides under center, takes a snap, play action pass, has time to throw, plenty of time. Now shoots it out to Moulton, who drops the football on the left sideline, just shy of the 50-yard line.
Well, Illinois State's base defense is a 30, and they're playing the run. So they had no pressure whatsoever on this quarterback. But that's the way he was last year, John. He threw a ground ball. That was not a good pass. They don't need to get pressure if that's the case, but they're staying in their base 30 defense, which is basically a run defense.
Pressure came from Mark Cannon over on that far side. Now second down and 10. Ball left hash mark. McNamara takes a snap, hands off Moulton. Straight ahead run. He might have gotten a half a yard, but good interior pressure there by Illinois State. Jalen Gaines in on the stop.
Brought Keandre Jackson, too, off the edge from his safety position, and he got a piece of that guy's ankle on that play. I tell you, the safeties will be a huge, huge factor for Illinois State in this game today.
Nick Kessler, Jake Siegel, Jake Anderson, left to right on the front 3 for Illinois State.
Staying with their 30 defense, even on young, long yardage.
Third down and 9 from the 46. Ball between the hashes. Bird show blitz. Now man in motion. Jacob Yella transfer out of Northwestern. McNamara out of the gun. Takes a snap. Throws over the middle. Pass is complete. Shy of the 50-yard line.
Good
pass completed to Addison Estrenga, the tight end. But great coverage on the play on the underneath route. And Iowa's going to be forced to punt again. As you can tell, this Kinnick Stadium partisan crowd beginning to get a little bit frustrated with their offensive sets so far that have all resulted in punts.
Well, Illinois State's defense is doing a heck of a job. I'm going to say that right now because they're doing a heck of a job. They're doing the job up front. They're doing the job at linebacker and doing the job in the secondary, all the way across the board. They're punting from the 50-yard line. Spread punt.
So Reese Dakin on to punt it away. Puts the right foot to it. Pinwheels one over toward the far sideline, the right side of the field. Fair catch called for by Contreras at the 11. And we have flags fly all over. Right down by Contreras. And it didn't seem to me, at least live, that they committed a halo infraction, but we'll see how they sort this one out.
I think it's something else. We'll see.
Contreras made the catch at about the 11 over on the right hash. Between the hash and the numbers on the right-hand side.
And good decision. Him to fair catch it. And that's the one thing about Contreras, he will catch the football on the punts. That's his main job. He's not a great returner. Here comes a call.
Call a false start, I believe.
Oh, they're checking with the officials checking with coach to see if he wants to make them kick again.
Head referee today, Mark Klaczynski.
Kicking team player went out of bounds on his own and returned during the kick. Kicking team number 7. That 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play.
Okay.
First down.
Gives them a little better field position.
I was going to say it improves it just a bit for the Birds. So they're going to move it up to just outside of the 16-yard line. Ball right, hash mark, first down and 10. We're in a scoreless tie. 8:10 to go in this opening quarter. Birds their third offensive set of the afternoon. Tommy Rittenhouse, 2 of 5, 22 yards. Last drive ended on an INT. And the Birds will go back to work with 2 wide receivers to the left-hand side, 1 to the right. Ball right hash mark. Winkers right, lines up on the left hipper, Rittenhouse. Clapping the snap. Now it's Jake Rubley in at quarterback. Excuse me. He turns, hands off to Winkers, who tried to go up the middle and was met by a host of about 5 Hawkeyes.
Got about 3 again.
And they're going to give him forward progress.
Yeah, to the 15.
Just shy of the 20-yard line. So a good pick of about 3.5 and bring up second down and 7. So Jake Rubley, the transfer to Kansas State, now at a quarterback in relief of Tommy Rittenhouse. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Rubley, delayed handoff. Gives Winkers right straight ahead. Run gets across the 25 and out to the 26-yard line. Jackson in on the stop for the Iowa Hawkeyes. That's going to make about 3rd down and 1.5 for Illinois State.
That little delayed draw is one of Illinois State's best plays. And Winkers had good eyesight there, saw it over to the left. Now they got to get a first down. It's not easy here with this defense.
Double tight end. Birds 1 of 2 on 3rd down today. Low snap. Handoff. Winkers right. Good hole off the left side. And he lost the football as he was being brought down, and it's recovered by Iowa. He tried to go with a second effort, and it looked like the ball was jarred free. And T.J. Hall, the junior out of Fresno, came from the quarterback spot to pick up the loose change, and the Hawkeyes take over back-to-back Illinois State possessions, resulting in a turnover, and now the Hawkeyes have it well in plus territory at the Illinois State 29.
You can't turn it over today, John. Not against this team here. You can't turn it over. You're 20-some point underdog. You got to be able and give Winkers credit for a great effort, and he was going to get that first down, and he had it, and the ball came out. And
he had it by plenty, I think. There was a great hole off that left side that he followed through.
Yeah, he had it. Yeah.
After the initial hit, ball came loose, and Iowa takes over. First down and 10. The Redbird 29-yard line.
Defense has got their back to the wall now. We'll see what happens.
Balls to the right, hash mark, 3-man front for the Birds.
Might throw it into the end zone here.
McNamara is going to work out of the gun.
Showing blitz.
Williams now in at running back. Lines up on the left hip of McNamara. Shotgun snap. McNamara play action pass. Throws over the middle. Pass is deflected away. Incomplete. They tried to find Lachey, and the ball was broken up with great coverage down at the 2-yard line.
Yes. Just like we said, they might go for the end zone here, and they threw it right down the seam.
Mark Cannon, Lavois Deontay McCoy in on coverage. Is going to bring up second down and 10.
And that's a tough job for a linebacker to take it all the way into the end zone, John. That's a 30-yard coverage by McCoy. Nice job, good help from the corner, but real good job by McCoy.
So Vander Zee splits out left, twin wide receivers to the left, ball right, hash mark, second down and 10. McNamara now slides under center. He's going to send Gill in motion left to right, turns, hands off Williams, bounces off a tackle, but no further.
Good job.
Great job by the Birds on the interior. Dylan Gearhart there with an initial stop. Darius Walker also helped wrap up Deshaun Williams. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 as he just made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, that's good defense against that. That's their number one bread and butter play. That's the, as coach calls it, the stretch play, or I call it the outside zone. And they're doing a tremendous job on it so far. Now they're going in their nickel package on 3rd and 10.
Hawkeyes 0 for 2 on 3rd down today.
Came all out blitz last time they showed this. They might drop out this time.
Gill in motion left to right. McNamara out of the gun. Takes a snap. Rolls to the right. Throws to Williams. Makes the catch in the flat. And he's wrestled down by Jalen Gaines inside the 25 down to about the 24. But he's going to be about 5 yards shy of the yard to gain. It's going to bring up 4th down at about 4.5.
Fans don't like it. Now, fans are crazy here. Fans are wanting him to go for it on 4th and 4. He's got to kick a field goal. He needs points. And, the defense is taking the ball away twice. They need to get something out of this, John, so they're going to kick a field goal.
So ball to be at the right hash mark. Drew Stevens, 18 of 26 a year ago. This is going to be a 41-yard attempt at a left angle for the right-footed soccer-style kicker. Good snap. Spot. Stevens sends it toward the uprights. Plenty of leg, and the kick is good. So Drew Stevens buries a 41-yard field goal to open the scoring on this final Saturday in August. And with 5:35 to go in the opening quarter, the Iowa Hawkeyes strike first, and they take a 3-0 lead on the Illinois State Redbirds. No one gets it closer to the action than SiriusXM College Sports Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial today at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2024. 5:35 to go, opening quarter here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City on a McDonald's scoreboard. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes 3, Illinois State 0. Back in a moment on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Get you back out to Iowa City in just a few moments. The Birds trailing Iowa. We'll get back out to that in just a few. Let's take a look here. Scoreboard around the area. The Boilermakers out of Purdue. They're working at the 7-0 lead there. 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Indiana State with the pigskin, 4th and 5 at the Indiana State 42. Also coming up this afternoon as well, South Dakota State takes on Oklahoma State at 1 o'clock. North Dakota takes on Iowa State, the Cyclones, at 2:30. And Valparaiso scores off against Northern Iowa tonight at 4. And the Dogs of Southern Illinois, they're on the road tonight. They're taking on BYU at 7 o'clock as well. We're keeping our eyes on the Big Ten scores as we'll get you updated as the afternoon rolls along. But we do need to get back out to Iowa, as it's the Redbirds and Iowa 3-0, 5:35 left to go. Let's head back out to Iowa now with John Fitzgerald, Craig Birchie, and Ted Schmitz. Guys.
Thank you very much, Blake. Fans here directly from Coach Spack every Thursday. Spack Show. We're live from Scooter's Beer Garden at 810 East Grove Street in Bloomington every Thursday night from 6 until 7 o'clock. That's the Brock Spack Show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. right here on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield. 3-0. The Iowa Hawkeyes strike first. A 4-play, just 6-yard drive resulted in a 41-yard field goal off the right foot of Drew Stevens as the Birds kept the Hawkeyes out of the end zone after their second consecutive offensive turnover.
Right.
And now the Birds will try to get some momentum back as Stevens has it teed up at his own 35-yard line.
John, we didn't mention turnovers early in the game. We didn't want to put a jump monkey on their back, because you can't turn it over in a game like this. That's got to be it for the day, 2 of them.
Jalen Carr back deep, and he's going to let Stevens kick. Karam out of the back of the end zone. The Birds will have it first down and 10, trailing 3-0 with 5:35 to go in this opening quarter in the 2024 season opener.
A lot of football played in the first 10 minutes of this ball game, John. They've seen a lot of action, and Illinois State, I think, is showing their defense is much improved from last year. Offensively, they got to put it together, and this is the true test against this defense.
It's really going to come down to how well can they hold up in the Sunsplash Stadium through 4 quarters.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
It's been a good start so far for the Redbird defense. Jake Rubley on relief of Tommy Rittenhouse. Takes a low snap on first down, back to pass, has time to throw, throws left side, and just out of the reach at the 36-yard line, trying to find Xavier Lloyd outside the numbers, and the pass goes incomplete. Good coverage by TJ Hall, the cornerback, who was able to make the fumble recovery on Winker's right fumble the last possession. So
Good
second down and 10 now.
Good protection again, John. That's one thing you can see. They're getting good pass protection.
2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Snap, Rubley, play action pass, throws to Lloyd, this time on the right flat.
Wow.
Trying to find him on the sideline, goes incomplete again at the 30-yard line, and it's 3rd down and 10 for the Birds. And this partisan Hawkeye crowd beginning to show some life.
Iowa goes to the nickel package. I don't know. Those balls don't look like they're that far off, John. I think Xavier's got to catch that ball. 3-by-1 set here.
Birds are 1 for 3 on 3rd down.
He's checking automatic here. The quarterback's checking.
Rubley changes the play at the line of scrimmage.
Crowd's really loud here.
3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Rubley, shotgun snap, has time, throws, lofts it over to Javon Charles, deflected away, incomplete. Wow. It was right at about the marker. Kyler Fisher, the graduate student out of Farmerville, Iowa. Came from his cash linebacker spot to deflect that ball away. It's going to bring up 4th down and 10 now for the Birds. They'll punt it away.
Actually, a pretty good throw again, I thought, John. It's just a matter of good defense for sure.
Hayden Futch's first punt, 39 yards. Got a nice roll off the side of his foot. He's on again, stands back at his own 6, puts the right foot to it, sends a spiraling kick. Weegan back to the 35. He's going to run
in the back
out of the 40. Cuts back 50. Between the hash and the numbers 30. He has a caravan 20.
There's
10,
a flag, John.
5, touchdown. Caden Weegan for Iowa, but there's laundry in the field. Back at the 41. There's
Definite
a good
block
chance
in the back.
this one might come back.
Without a doubt. I saw it all the way, John. There's definite block in the back.
For as good as this defense is,
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 8. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st down, Iowa.
Fans don't like it, but it's a good call. It was obvious. They got TVs, they can see it too.
so Deshaun Lee, who made 6 starts a year ago, backup cornerback, gets whistled for the block in the back, and that erases the punt return for a touchdown for Caden Weegan that would have gone for about 65 yards. And Iowa's going to have the football back at their own 31-yard line. 1st down and 10. They lead it 3-0. 5:06 to go in this opening quarter.
Fletcher's going to have to get that ball up better too, though, John. It was a little bit long enough, but it wasn't very high, and that guy had a good return.
Not high enough to get the coverage downfield.
Right.
Now they set the chains. 1st down and 10 for Iowa. Their own 31-yard line. They move from left to right.
Base defense for Illinois State. That's their 30.
Kamari Moulton back in at running back. Cade McNamara barks out the cadence. 5-man front now for the Birds. McNamara under center, takes a snap, puts it in the belly of Moulton, running off right side, runs into Mark Cannon, bowls over Cannon, gets across the 35 and out to about the 38-yard line.
That's their best run.
Moulton took a hit from Cannon and delivered one equally as strong. It's going to be a 70-yard pickup. And bring up 2nd down and 3 now for the Hawkeyes at their own 38-yard line.
Pretty good collision, or pretty good size back there for Cannon. But Cannon's an excellent corner. He's their run side corner.
Moulton stays in. He's a lone running back. I formation. Now Gill in motion. McNamara takes the handoff, gives to Moulton, and he's wrapped up immediately. Amir Abdullah came out of nowhere like a cannon. Wrapped up Moulton back at about the 37-yard line.
Sam linebacker blitz. Good call by Coach Niekamp. And Amir ran him down because it was an outside away from him. He ran it down.
They're going to give him the 38-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 now for this Hawkeye offense. Hawkeyes 0 for 3 on 3rd down today.
Empty set.
McNamara is going to empty the backfield. Moulton goes in motion right to left as McNamara backpedals into the shotgun. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Ball right hash mark, throws over the middle, passes complete. It's Lachey, the tight end, across the 40 and out just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for a Hawkeye first down. Their first one of the afternoon. They move the chains.
Well, that was excellent coverage by Illinois State, and the kid just made a great throw and a great catch. I tell you, that they earned that one.
First down and 10 from the Iowa 45. Ball at the left hash mark. 4-man front for the Birds. McNamara works out of the gun. Now he gets Weegan in motion in front of the formation. Handoff left side. It's Williams this time. He's stacked up across the 45 at about the 46-yard line. Nick Kessler right there in on the initial hit for the Birds. Short gain. I believe they're going to give them 2. That's going to bring up second down and 8.
Good defense, though. Everything they've done has been good on defense so far, John. Now they've changed their front a little bit. They've gone to, I still call it's a nickel package, even though it's not a total where they change a bunch of people. They just simply put Keandre Jackson up there at the Sam linebacker and take the nose out.
Tight formation here on second down and 8. Weegan and Gill wide to the right. McNamara rolling right. He's going to throw through his man, Reese Vanderzee, who was wide open across inside the 45, and a poor throw out of the right hand of McNamara. It's going to bring up third down and 8 now.
He probably should have ran the ball, though, John. There was no contain, and he could have made a first down probably if he ran it, and he threw it, and it was a poor throw. Illinois State's really, I'm surprised they're playing them on run downs with their nickel package, but it's been a very good package for them all camp.
So third down and 8 for Iowa. They're 1 of 4 on third down today. 2:25 to go first quarter. Hawkeyes lead at 3-0. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball left hash mark. McNamara out of the gun. Takes the snap. Has time to throw. Now he's going to scramble left. Chased by Gaines. Throws under duress. Pass is incomplete. There was not a receiver anywhere in the area as Gaines was closing on him. And that's going to bring up fourth down and 8. And Iowa's going to have to punt it away once again.
Gaines got a good lick on him, and the fans are complaining. They think he should. It's not a late hit. He's throwing the ball.
Well, it's hard to tell if the fans are complaining about the lick Gaines delivered or the fact that they were ineffective again
of the
on third down. Now just 1 of 5 on third down today. And Reese Dakins on once again to punt it away.
You're exactly right, John. They might be booing the quarterback there.
Birds out gaining Iowa 46-31 in total yardage so far. Dakins back at his 32 left hash mark. Braden Contreras back in single safety his own 10. Right-footed, rugby-style kick coming to the right sideline. It's going to go out of bounds. Up near the 20-yard line. They're going to see where they mark that off right at the 20. They're going to say it went out of bounds. The Birds will have it first down and 10.
Not bad.
From their own 20 as they trail at 3-0, 2:10 to go in this opening quarter of play here inside Kinnick Stadium. Let's head downstairs. Our Illinois Ford dealer Sideline Report. Here's Craig Birch.
Well, as we reported earlier, Mason King done for the day. He's not, well, he is now officially done for the day. He left the game on crutches to go back to the locker room with a right leg injury, lower right leg injury. So we'll know what the extent of that injury is probably next week, and whether it's a season ender or a few weeks, we'll see. But, you know, the Redbirds have a long road to go this afternoon and try to get that offense going.
Thank you very much, Craig. First down at 10. Fakes a handoff. Rittenhouse back into the ball game. Skins his way up across the 25 and dives forward to about the 28-yard line.
It's close to 9 yards. It's at least 8.
9-yard pickup for Rittenhouse, who's back in.
That's the best play for him, John. It's a zone read. They know the end in that 4-3 under defense is going to take the running back, and he's got to run it off the edge. That's the first thing we said today going into the game.
So second down and a long one now for the Birds. Rittenhouse takes the shotgun snap. Hands off to Glatz, the transfer out of Western Illinois, and he swallowed up at the 30. He's going to be awfully close to the first down marker.
They're going to give it
they
to
do
him.
decide to move the chains. Glatz picked up 2, and that's a Redbird Toyota first down. Visit your Peoria, Pekin, Bloomington Toyota dealer today.
Glatz is not only a transfer, he's from Morton, Illinois. Originally in high school, he had a tremendous career at Morton.
His best day in a leatherneck uniform his freshman year at Hancock Stadium.
Yes.
Now first down, Rittenhouse fakes a handoff. He's going to throw, lobs it over the middle, and trying to find Sopkowitz along the left sideline. Sopkowitz got tangled up with T.J. Hall, who's doing a phenomenal job in defense.
Yeah.
The Birds' top receiver. Pass goes incomplete. Brings up second down and 10 with 1:09 to play in the first quarter.
Hall's been covering him like a blanket. They've been going with him one-on-one. They haven't been double Sopkowitz at all. It's been basically Hall on him.
Second down and 10 for the Birds. Empty backfield. Rittenhouse flags fly on the play. Ball on a pass trying to find Sopkowitz. Deflected at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Falls incomplete. And we'll have to see what the flags are all about.
Against Illinois State, I think illegal procedure.
A lot more play action, it seems, this offensive set on this drive.
Right. That sets it up for Tommy, though. Rittenhouse for his own reason.
Illegal formation. Offense number 57 was lined up in the backfield.
Wow.
The penalty is declined. Third down.
So Hunter Zambrano gets whistled in the left tackle spot. J.J. Gaudet now in at left guard. Goditis the center. Landon Woodard the right guard. Jake Pope the right tackle. Third down and 10 as they come to their feet here in Iowa City. 3-0 Hawkeyes. 65 seconds to go first quarter. Third down and 10 from the Redbird 30. Rittenhouse clapping the snap. Turns, hands off Glatz, and he gets a couple, but is wrestled down very quickly.
It's a good call. That's that delayed draw play that they have. And but I tell you, this defense is so tough, John. The linebackers are unbelievable readers and reactors, as they call it.
Mac Llewellyn, the 6'5 junior out of Urbandale, Iowa, there to swallow up Seth Glatz. So fourth down and 10 now for Illinois State.
Need a better punt.
And Hayden Funch back to punt. Caden Wheaton back at his own 31. Pressure coming.
That's
high
better.
spiral kick. Wheaton's going to make the catch of the 29. Bounces off a tackle, but Mark Cannon wraps him up at about the 27-yard line. Great coverage on a really good punt.
Right.
Off the right foot of the redshirt freshman from Valdosta, Georgia. And Iowa's going to have it first down and 10 from inside their 30 in the final 22 seconds of this opening quarter.
He got the ball up good that time when they which they had a time and chance to get down to cover it, and Cannon can run. That was a good job by him. But the main thing was he got that ball up. You got to get it up.
Redbird fans, use Illinois State Credit Union for all your financial needs. From credit cards to mortgages, you'll be proud to say, it's my credit union. Illinois State Credit Union with 3 convenient locations in Bloomington Normal. Visit them online at itsmycu.org. Iowa's amassed just 31 yards of total offense so far. They go first down and 10 for their own 29. McNamara out the gun, ball right Ashmark. They lead it 3-0. Turns, hands off to Moulton. Got by the first level. Keandre Jackson absolutely slammed him down at the 32. It's going to be a pick of a 4. Bring up second down. And a long 6, maybe short 7.
Should be the last play of the quarter, John.
That should be the final play of our opening quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So both vaunted defenses have played their hearts out for the first 15 minutes here in Zion Stadium in Iowa City. It's 15 minutes are in the books. Red fans, Heller Ford in El Paso and Heller Motors and Pontiac remind you to shop their huge selection of new and used vehicles online at hellerstores.com. That's hellerstores.com. One quarter in the books here in Iowa City. Our counts, Iowa 3, Illinois State nothing on a McDonald's scoreboard. Back in a moment. This is Illinois State Redbird football on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Jan from Toyota here. At Toyota's national sales event, there's still time to squeeze more fun out of summer with a new Camry, RAV4, Corolla, and more. So go on, squeeze your extended family into a Highlander for a family reunion.
Everybody in. Tammy, Teddy, Toady, Tommy, Toby, Terry. Wait, where's Rex?
Or stop for some fresh squeezed lemonade in a Prius.
Ooh, how much?
$15. Okay, now that's a squeeze.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Event ends September 3rd. Toyota, let's go places.
We all have a mission in life, something that drives us to explore, to grow, to love. And when we discover it, we're made whole. At OSF Healthcare, we want you to be the best you possible. We're here for you on your schedule to make your life just a little bit easier. Whatever your mission is, we're here to support it. Your life, our mission. Learn more at osfhealthcare.org/mission.
Redbird fans, are you looking for a career with great pay and benefits, no debt, education, job security, and many opportunities for advancement? Then consider a career in the plumbing and piping industry. Visit the Bloomington Normal Plumbing, Heating, Cooling Contractors Association website at bnphcc.com to find out how to get started in this high-demand, satisfying, and challenging career field. That's bnphcc.com. One quarter in the books here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, and the homestanding Hawkeyes with an early 3-0 lead on the Illinois State Redbirds. Let's take a look at our first quarter stats. They're brought to you by First State Bank. Birds with 3 first downs in the opening 15-minute frame. Iowa recording just 1. Total offense 55-34 in favor of Illinois State. Birds have rushed for 33 yards, while Iowa has rushed for just 17 of their 34. Tommy Rittenhouse, 2 of 7 with an interception for 22 yards. Jake Rubley, 0 for 3 in relief of Rittenhouse as they seem to be switching off offensive series. Caden McNamara is gone the whole way so far for Iowa. He's 3 of 8 for 17 yards with a long of 7. Those are your first quarter stats brought to you by First State Bank. With a full line of products and services you deserve and personal service that will exceed your expectations, come see for yourself. First State Bank, located at the corner of Hershey and Eastland, or visit firststatebank.biz, member FDIC. So they switch sides. Iowa, 2nd down and 7.
Base pro set out
On
of the
their
gun.
own 32. As the Hawkeyes move right to left, play action pass, blitz coming. McNamara delivers, passes complete across the 45 and out to midfield. A great slant pattern with timing as McNamara able to connect with Reese Vanderzee, the freshman out of Rock Rapids, Iowa. That's good for an Iowa first down as they have the football nestled right at midfield. Mark Cannon the coverage. He made the stop.
I think they were kind of looking for a run there, John, and they got the play action pass out of it.
So first down and 10 now from midfield.
Quarterback up under now for the first time.
Ball between the hashes. Tight end left. McNamara snap, gives to Moulton, trying to stretch run, turns the corner at the 45, gets out of bounds inside the 40 at the 37, but a flag on the play. Back at about the 44 where he first turned the corner on the left-hand side of the field. We'll see how they sort this out.
Holding. Offense number 5. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So the hold goes against Jacob Gill, the Hawkeye receiver, the transfer out of Northwestern.
And that was the first time they got the outside zone going. And that's the play you got to worry about, especially to the weak side. That's where Illinois State's a little bit vulnerable, what they call the C gap. With the split into that side, the safety's got to come up and make it.
We haven't even seen them attempt to try to get outside too often so far in this first quarter. Vanderzee, Weegen wide to the right. McNamara works out of the gun now, and flags fly.
Against Iowa.
I believe we had early movement
False
against
start.
the Hawkeyes.
Offense number 5. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Yeah, Illinois State wants him to stay in the ballgame.
So that's going to go against Gill again and move it back 5 more yards.
Jacob Gill. Yep, he's transferred, like you said, from Northwestern, right? No, this is, yeah.
Yeah, Jacob Gill, originally out of
Gill,
Raleigh,
yeah.
North Carolina. Now first down and 19 for the Hawkeyes. Ball spotted their own 41-yard line, left hash mark. McNamara out of the gun. Barks out the cadence. Takes a snap. Hands off Moulton. Between tackle and guard, left side. Gets some breathing room up across the 45 and out to the 47-yard line.
Well, Illinois State is in their nickel package. What they decided to do is run the outside zone against that nickel package. And they didn't have much success, though. That's not, maybe 4 yards? Not even that.
Pick up a 6 officially. He's going to
okay.
bring up second down and 13.
A little more vulnerable there in that front.
Iowa at their own 47-yard line. Donovan McBride comes in.
Back to a 50 front.
At the nose tackle spot for the Birds. McNamara out of the gun. Single receivers left and right. Snap to McNamara. Delayed handoff. Moulton has some space. Gets inside the 45 in Redbird territory. And finally tripped up. I believe Dylan Gearhart got his right wing on him to trip him up.
Well, Illinois State's rolling some people in there at the defensive line already, John, and I think it's really hurting them a little bit there right now.
So ball out to the 43, and what was once a first down and 19 is now a third down and very manageable 3 yards for the Iowa Hawkeyes, who are just 1 of 5 on third downs today.
You got to roll in that defensive line, but this line's got to hold up a little bit.
Bird showing a little bit of pressure here. McNamara slides under center, takes a snap, hands off Moulton. He's wrapped up immediately, and he's going to be about 1.5 yards shy, if not 2, with a first down marker. Good penetration on the initial mesh handoff by the Redbird interior front. Jake Anderson in on the stop. We have a Redbird down at the 44-yard line, and that's going to bring up fourth down for the Iowa Hawkeyes. 4th down and 2 officially.
That's really going to hurt if that's Anderson. I think it is.
So Kessler at the stop. Anderson was in on the play, and he's the one being attended to, I believe, over on the far hash mark.
He's their best defensive lineman. Anderson is their best defensive lineman. They need him to be in there. He can play any one of the 3 positions, and extremely valuable. Even when they go in their nickel package, he becomes a defensive tackle and gets on the guard, and he's really a good 3 technique. There he's getting up on his own.
Anderson is up, and he's going to walk off. I'm sorry, that was Kessler who made the initial hits, and 87. He's going to walk off under his own power, so that's a great sign for the Illinois State Redbirds front line.
Yeah.
Birds in your local area McDonald's have teamed up once again this year for Sacks for a Mac. Anytime the Birds register 2 or more sacks at a home game this fall, Redbird fans will have 48 hours to claim a free Big Mac in the McDonald's app. Offer is only available in the app. Timeout on the field. We'll step out. 12:07 to go. Second quarter here inside Kinnick Stadium. It's Iowa 3. And the Redbirds, nothing. Back in a moment on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. And you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
What makes First State Bank different from every other bank? This is Jim Rosemond, and I'm not going to tell you that our products are much different than theirs, but no different than the best college athletes making personal sacrifices so their team can win. First State Bank sacrifices our self-interest in order for our customers to win. If you're not working with us, you should see why everyone else is. Come visit us at the corner of Eastland Drive and Hershey Road or at firststatebank.biz. First State Bank, member FDIC.
The voice of the Illinois State Redbirds. WJBC Bloomington Normal, AM 1230 and FM 102.1, a Cumulus Media station.
John Fitzgerald, Ted Schmitz, Greg Birchie back here inside Kinnick Stadium. 12:07 to go. Second quarter, 4th down and 2 now for Iowa. They're going to go for it. Give is to Moulton, bounces off a tackle. Did he get it with the second effort? He might have. His reach. Nope, they're going to say his knee went down first. He was able to get the football over the line to gain, but they're going to say his knee went down first. And on 4th and 2, on a quick snap, Iowa, after the timeout comes, tries to run the football, and the Birds turn them away. And this place is a little bit in stunned silence right now.
Well, you know, that tailback is mainly the freshman, Moulton.
He is the freshman, yes.
He's been playing most of the game, and they've got 2 outstanding upperclassmen. So you know that kid's got to be a heck of a good freshman. He's 5'9", 197 out of Fort Lauderdale. We mentioned that earlier, but Illinois State's been able to do the job on him.
So the Birds turn away the Hawkeyes. They now take over possession, 41-yard line in their own territory. Birds wanted to go quick, and now they're going to slow them down, a blow. The play dead before it starts. Tommy Rittenhouse still in at quarterback.
The ruling on the previous play was the runner was short of the line to gain. The play is under further review.
So they're going to go upstairs and see if indeed Moulton's knee was down before he crossed the plane that he needed to get that first down marker right at about the 40-yard line. This official review brought to you by the Dodds Law Office. Get a review of your injury case today by calling Terry Dodds of the Dodds Law Office at 309-829-9300. That's 309-829-9300 or DoddsLawOffice.com. The Dodds Law Office working hard to tip the scales of justice in your favor. And let's head downstairs. Craig Birchie, our Illinois Ford dealer sideline report. Craig, did you think he was able to make it with that first effort?
I think he was down. The knee was down. Dylan Gearhart hit him in the backfield, forcing him, Moulton, to spin around. And then Jalen Gaines kind of pushed him down as he was making that leap. So I think that right knee may have been down before the ball crossed the first-yard marker.
Now, we're a long ways away up here, but it sure looked like from up here.
Right. It was a great play by Jalen, great play by Dylan. And Moulton is awfully strong, though. I mean, this kid, when he gets to that second level, he is a ton to bring down.
After you, the ruling on the field stands. The runner was short of the line to gain. First down, Illinois State.
Thank you very much, Craig. We do have access up here to the replay from the trucks of the Big Ten Network, and he had a lot of momentum, but Gearhart's initial hit back in the backfield was able to slow him down enough, trip him up, and his knee did indeed go down. So the Birds take over first down and 10.
Need to get something going here, John. They need to get something going on offense.
11:59 to go. Second quarter, Birds trail at 3-0. Rittenhouse works out of the gun. Clapping the snap, turns, fakes a handoff to Robinson, throws in the flat. Dylan Lord makes a catch outside the numbers, 40-45, and he's sidestepped out of bounds across midfield into Hawkeye territory at the 49-yard line.
That's the freshman slot that's taken the place of Casper that caught that ball. He's done a great job. He's the freshman out of Chandler, Arizona.
So first down, passing catch for 10 yards, Dylan Lord. Birds move the chains. Redbird Toyota first down. Birds in Hawkeye territory. Second time today. Rittenhouse. Pocket collapses, and he's going to go down.
No protection.
Pocket absolutely was eliminated, and Aaron Graves, the left tackle, able to get through and pick up the sack, and I believe that is his second of the afternoon so far.
He's a ton. He is a ton. That guy, he's the toughest guy up front that they'll probably see all year, to be honest with you.
That's going to go down as a loss of 4. Second down and 15. Empty set. Rittenhouse out of the gun. Throws over the middle. Pass is caught by Xavier Lloyd. It was taken away as Lloyd went down.
It's down.
And going into the end zone on the other side.
The whistle blew.
Is Sebastian Castro, but they're going to say Lloyd was down. I do believe the pass was completed,
Rolling
however.
on the field as the runner was down. Third down.
So the pass was complete. It's going to bring up third down. It was a short pickup. They're going to say 3 officially. It brings up third down and 12 for the Birds.
Third and long, that's for sure. They're going to go to their nickel package, Iowa is.
Birds 1 for 5 on third down today. They're going to send trips to the left-hand side. That's the short side of the field.
Which is
all left hash mark.
We got press over here to the field side. Go one-on-one up the field here.
Rittenhouse gets Bartle in motion. He now lines up, slot to the right-hand side. Rittenhouse back to pass, rolls to his left, has time, overthrows Lord. Pass is incomplete. Castro on the coverage. Lord thought there was contact. No flags fly. It's going to bring up fourth down. And Heaton Futch is going to come out to punt it away. Wow. So the Birds able to get a first down on that 10-yard reception to Dylan Lord, get into Hawkeye territory, but then a sack, and they're able to get no further.
I like the philosophy of the offense, though, John. Get the ball in one of those quick guys' hands and maybe break one. And I think they will eventually today sometime. Good snap.
Good snap. Futch, low line drive, spiral kick. Whedon back pedals back to his 6, up the right hash, 10, 15, cuts to his left across the 20 and out to the 23-yard line.
But you named it first, low line drive kick. He's got to get it up like he did the time before. It's not your cover team, it's your punter. That if he doesn't get that ball up, I don't know. We'll see.
44-yard punt for Futch, 17-yard return for Weegin. And I was going to have it a 3-0 lead when we come back. 1/3 of Illinois State University students graduate with 0 debts, and Redbirds go on to earn $15,000 more than the national average just a few years out of school.
No win factor at all here today, really, John. It's the fact that there's no win. There might have been some early in the game, but there's none now whatsoever.
Take a timeout. 10:09 to go. Second quarter here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. On a McDonald's scoreboard, it's Iowa 3, Illinois State nothing. Back in a moment on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Now more than ever, you need to make the best of your money. That means you should make the best of every meal. You need quality and value in every purchase, so you should be going to Bloomington Meats, the best meat on Bunn Street like I do. The local family that owns and operates Bloomington Meats makes their cut fresh daily product like kebabs, prairie grillers, poppers, beef and pork of all cuts with you in mind. There's over 60 flavors of brats made in-house, like their bacon, jerky, summer sausage, and snack sticks. Plus, find Dixon's fresh seafood and locally produced Rop Jersey cheese. Bloomington Meats' friendly staff personally inspects the product to make sure you get the best possible quality. If it's for a regular meal with the family, a quick lunch on the go, or a neighborhood event, Bloomington Meats will give you the quality and value that makes it all seem like a celebration. Do what I do. Go to 2401 Bunn Street for the best meat on Bunn Street. Quality and value is found at Bloomington Meats.
Redbird fans, the award-winning Heater's Hot Chicken provides the greatest chicken in all the land. Make plans to stop by and sample their authentic Nashville-style chicken today before they make chickens extinct. That's Heater's Chicken, located on the southeast corner of College and Fell Avenue in the heart of Uptown Normal. Heater's Chicken, a proud partner of Redbird Athletics. Back here inside Kinnick Stadium. 2024 season opener, 10:09 to go before halftime. The Iowa Hawkeyes a 3-0 lead on Brock Spack and the Illinois State Redbirds. First down and 10 now for the Hawkeyes from their own 24. McNamara takes a snap, gives to Moulton. He's able to work his way out to the 30 before being finally tabletop by Dylan Gearhart. Pick of a 6 on the play brings up second down and 4.
Well, they rolled Gearhart up as an inverted safety that time, and he ended up making the tackle. And it's a good thing he was there because that was a pretty good run. They've had a little more success inside, John, than they have had outside. I think the inside zone has been more effective for them than the inside zone.
Iowa's taken over the Birds, 82-63, the edge in total yards so far. McNamara under center on second down and 4. Takes a snap, turns, hands off Moulton, spins off a tackle of Ty Niekamp, and then finally wrapped up shy of the 30-yard line at about the 29.
Yeah, Ty Niekamp had him in the backfield. Good job of penetrating.
DeAndre Jackson cleaned up the play.
Right.
Moulton out to the 30, and that's going to bring up third down and 4 now for this Hawkeye offense. 1 for 6 on third down so far today.
First 2 downs. Who makes the tackles? Both safeties. It's been that game, that way, the game all the way through.
As Bland brings a man in motion. That's Fegan. He takes a snap. It's all him in the backfield. He's looking deep. Great job by the line, giving him plenty of time. Now he's being chased down. He's going to get attacked. They're going to get a face mask or at least an attack to the head there for the quarterback. Ultimately, that sack fumble recovery is not going to matter for the Hawks.
Yeah, Brian Murray, a great job of getting through, but came too high on the tackle attempt. Made obvious contact with the face mask. And so DuPage is going to get a bit of a break there because that was a great, I think, covered sack, right? I mean, everybody was covered up in the backfield or the defensive back area.
The Hawks did the right thing, just couldn't quite pull it off in the end. As Fegan steps out for number 87, that should be the big tight end, Luke Monomer. Listed as an offensive lineman, so he's the blocking tight end, but he splits out here. As it is going to be Bland, brings up Temple beside him here, brings that tight end across the formation. Now he's set up to block. He's going to roll out. He hits number 6 right across the middle. That is going to be a first down by just a few yards. That was third and short, ultimately, is what that ended up being. So number 6 there, that is Clayton Bone. Clayton Bone, the freshman who did have 2 touchdowns in the win last week for the Chaparrals.
Tackled there by Wes Anderson from Akron.
13:07 on the clock here. 15-minute quarters in college football as the Chaparrals have marched right down the field, sitting on about the Hocking College. Looks like they're on the 42. As Bland hands it to Temple in the middle. No, he pulls it and drops it off to, excuse me, he drops it off to Desmond White. He does look like he picks up just about 9 yards on that. And a pop there from the Hawks, but again, after the 9-yard gain, it's tough.
And Charles Digger III gets the credit for the tackle, but he took as well as he got there.
Gonna have Williams now in the back.
As Bland lines up now, he's got Bonema in the backfield with him and Temple.
In motion. McNamara takes a shotgun snap. Blitz coming, throws over the middle, pass incomplete. Great coverage by Ty Niekamp.
Good job.
As over the middle, they tried to find Reese Vanderzee. Goes incomplete. 4th down, and the Birds are going to get it back.
Excellent coverage by Ty. Excellent coverage by Ty Niekamp. Good pressure, too, off of the safety, the blitz over there from the left side. Our safeties are playing outstanding. They really are. They're playing an outstanding game.
But the front line has also done a good job because they have not this vaunted Iowa offensive line, who's really veteran and big, has not necessarily controlled the line so far in this one. Contreras fumbles the punt inside the 15.
He got it.
And he got it back. Oh, my.
Woo. He tried to fair catch it.
He made the fair catch signal. It bounced off his chest. There were 4 to 5 Hawkeyes down there to pounce on the loose change. Somehow Contreras came up with it to salvage the possession, and the Birds dodge a bullet with 6:32 to go in this second quarter.
And Contreras' strongest suit is he catches the football hit. But he saw those
He-
black jerseys.
once he turned the angle on.
He was surrounded by them, 1 on each side and 2 down the middle. And luckily he fell back on the ball. Because coach doesn't care if he returns. He wants him just to catch the darn ball.
As number 28, that is the All-American kicker, Christian Casillas, steps in here.
On both Apple and Android. Listen to College Sports Live with the Varsity Network app. 6:32
Snaps
to go,
back,
second quarter.
kick
Here
is up,
inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City.
and the horses have something to snack on.
It's Iowa 3.
As that makes it 7-0 for the Chaparrals here. We'll take a quick break on Hocking College football on Wild Country 107.7.
Building strong futures in Southeast Ohio. At Hocking College, their students' interests are as diverse as they are. They pride themselves in offering a selection of degrees and certificates that will guide you to your pathway to prosperity and a career you find both rewarding and fulfilling. Courses in allied health and nursing, general studies, arts and sciences, natural resources and public safety, and so much more. Get more details at hocking.edu.
The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on. So make it your best summer ever.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. And you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other two scores. So Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You're listening to the Hocking College Hawks on Wild Country 107.7.
Fan stop for the Barrel House every Monday night. Enjoy Burger Basket Mondays. Freshly made burger and fries just $8. Trivia Tuesdays.
Welcome back here to Nelsonville. Hocking College football on Wild Country 107.7. Joe Higgins, Isaiah Lau, Zach Richardson here in the booth as the College DuPage Chaparrals take a 7-0 lead, 12:15 to go in the first quarter here, opening the season for the Hocking College Hawks as Casillas looks like he was getting ready to run it. And no, we are on the 40-yard line, so we got to realize Casillas is a little too far up. All right. The field, it's not offset, but it's a little funky looking.
If they didn't do it, why not, right?
Wait a second. And actually, on that one,
Hocking College come all the way up to the 45. I thought they had 50.
But Tommy's doing the thing.
But nonetheless, I guess it is 10 yards. It's 10 yards for a touchback, so it has to be. As Casillas now looks like he's going to step into this one, and he does. He boots it deep. That's going to be on about the 2-yard line there for number 11 for the Hawks. That is Pavel Henderson. He's a receiver, and he gets up to about the 20-yard line before he gets popped. So could have let that go, maybe gotten 5 extra, but he tried to do something. Not too shabby there from the new wide receiver.
Yeah, it's a risk.
Ravenna, Ohio.
It's a risk, but at the same time, the way that kicker put that ball up, it could have just checked up right there. So why not?
As we do see who jogs into the formation for the first time today now. It is going to be Sweat backfield, and with him is number 1, Issa Tachari. So Tachari is going to be your starter here. for the Hocking College Hawks.
Send Glatz out to the left, empty. Rittenhouse back
Looking
to
for a
pass.
ball.
Pressure
Hocking does
coming.
not
He
have their ball
fumbles as he's
out and ready to
sacked,
go,
and the ball
unfortunately.
is picked up at the
Don't want to
25-yard
play with the
line
kicking ball.
once again
Oh, exactly.
by Aaron Graves, who
That is
already
what we
has
were
2
waiting on.
sacks to his credit. Now a fumble recovery.
Just pulled that right out of a bag
And
somewhere.
that pocket did not hold up.
It
against
does
the
pick
pressure
up.
from
It is
Iowa.
going to be a fun afternoon here. We're going to get as much football in as we can.
Automatic first down.
Well, what do you know?
As unfortunately,
I
the
did
wind is
not see
coming
that
from
one
behind us.
coming.
There's no actual way for me to
As a
block
matter of
this from
fact,
my
I didn't see
microphone.
Georgia in the field at all, but
Just adding an
defensive
ambiance.
hold
As
against
Char
Iowa,
takes the snap,
and
he's going to
what
hand it off
almost
to Twent on the
was
left
possession
side,
going
and
the other way in a short
immediately
field
that
for
is
the Hawkeyes.
big number
Gives the
64
Birds
on
10
the
more
defense
yards and a
for
first down
the
and 10 from
Chaparrals.
about
Joey
45,
Allgood
trailing 3-0,
swallowed him up quick.
5:28
That's
to
going to
go.
be a loss of about a yard. A second down now here for the
Ball right hash, and
Hawks.
now they're gonna whistle
Chari
this
now
play
with
dead
Sweat to
before they
his
snap the football.
left. He's got receivers either side, 3 to his right. He drops the fumble. He's just going to have to get right on top of it,
They're gonna go
and he
upstairs
does.
once again
So that's
for
another
official
loss of
review.
yardage there for
This
the Hawks.
Review brought to you by the
Loss of
Dodge
about
Law
5
Office.
on
Gonna
that one. That's
review
going to make it a
injury
nice
news
long
today.
third down
Calling Terry
and
Dodds
call it
of the
just
Dodge
about
Law Office,
16.
309-829-9300 or DoddsLawOffice.com.
As the
What is there to review, though, John? You can't review the
2
whole.
straight plays,
Well, that's
negative
what I was
yardage
gonna
on both.
ask. The call on
As
the
the Hawks
field,
line it up
Reggie, was a
with
defensive
Sweat
hold
in
against
the backfield with
Iowa.
Chari. One
I'm not
receiver
sure how
out
you
to his.
review that upstairs.
There is no review of the play. The ruling stands.
Got your
First
answer
down,
there,
Illinois
John.
State.
We called it.
I was thinking the same thing, though. I'm like, how do you call a penalty? It was a penalty. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You know, you can't review the fumble because a penalty was called.
Exactly. Woo. Man, for a minute I thought we were going to go down on one there.
Well, the Birds have it first down and 10.
Getting close to midfield to get across. Need to get some plus territory one time. See
That,
what happens.
that did help flip the field here, though, as Dylan Lord goes in motion on first down and 10 in front of the formation. Play action pass, a dump off to Charles between the hash and the numbers left side out to the 48-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 3, second down and 7 for the Birds.
All of this is off of the zone read action. In other words, that's the option. You got he can give to the back, he can keep it at quarterback, he can throw it to the tight end. And that's all there is there. But they defend it very well, John. All 3 phases.
So second down and 7 now for Illinois State from their own 48. Xavier Lloyd wide to the left. Dylan Lord slot right. Sopkowitz wide to the right. Rittenhouse out of the gun. Takes a snap. Play action pack. Pump fakes. Trying to find Sopkowitz. And he overthrew him down near the 20-yard line. Coverage on the play by Jamari Harris. Graduate student out of Chicago, Illinois. As that ball was well overthrown. I think Sopkowitz got tangled up with Harris. That's going to bring up third down and 7 now for the Birds.
That wasn't even close. That ball was overthrown by 20 yards. You might have been throwing it away, John.
Birds are 1 for 6 on third down. Xavier Lloyd is going to line up. Trips to the right-hand side, the open side of the field. Ball left hash mark, third down and 7 for Illinois State. Low snap. Rittenhouse digs it out of the turf. He's going to roll, running for his life right side, directing traffic, 45, and he throws it, but he was already out of bounds.
Right.
As he went out of bounds, they're going to signal at the 47-yard line.
You'll have to punt.
The ruling is the passer was out of bounds. Fourth down.
So that's going to bring up fourth down. He
Not
lost 1, so 4th and 8 officially from the 47-yard line, and Hayden Futch on to punt it away for Illinois State.
But that series, you can see the offense starting to come to their own, John, against this great defense. They looked like they were confident in what they were doing, and they had pretty good, smooth offensive plays.
So Futch back at his own 33. Good snap. Puts the right foot to it. Low line drive kick. Weegan comes up, takes it to the 18, running left, gets the 20, 25. Stutter steps 30, 35, still on his feet across the 40, and finally brought down at the 42-yard line.
If Hutch can't get it up, they got to go back with Ian Wagner. He can get it up. One thing about Ian, he will kick it. They're trying to give him away from the punting so he can concentrate on the kicking. But Futch has only had one good punt the whole time. They're going to get a punt return for a touchdown, John, with these low-line drives.
35-yard punt for Futch and a 24-yard return by Caden Weegan.
Bad field position right there. That's not what you want for your defense.
And now Iowa's got the ball first down and 10 from their own 41-yard line, moving right to left toward the north end zone here at Kinnick Stadium. 3:48 to go before halftime. 3-0 the Iowa Hawkeyes with the lead.
Futch's first game ever. Maybe that's part of it, but gee whiz. In this, you got a chance to win this game.
Very defensive orientated first half so far on both sides. Cade McNamara comes in, the signal caller, the transfer out of Michigan. He surveys a 5-man front for the Birds on first down and 10. Takes a shotgun snap, back to pass, pressure coming, steps out of a sack, stays at his feet. He's going to roll to the right, 45-50. 45-40, and he's going to slide to a stop inside the 40 at the 37-yard line, but there's a flag back in the play on the near side of the field at the 33-yard line.
Illegal motion by that guy in motion, John. He's heading upfield like you're in Canada instead of going out. You can't do that in college and American football.
Stephen Curtis.
Illegal motion. Offense number 85. Moving forward at the snap. 5-yard penalty.
Good call. Good call.
Repeat first down.
Stephen Curtis got incredible penetration there and almost was able to rack up McNamara with a sack, but he was able to avoid that, and then that opened up the field, but it's all for naught. There's a 5-yard penalty against the Hawkeyes. Move them back now, first down and 15 from their own 36.
Curtis is playing for the injured
Nick Kessler.
Yeah.
So first and 15 from the Iowa 36. McNamara out of the gun this time, has Moulton to his right hip. Takes a snap, hands off Moulton, straight ahead run, gets across the 35, out to about the 39-yard line.
Good linebacker play.
Reese Edwards, Mir Abdullah in on the stop for Illinois State, brings up second down and 12, a 3-yard pickup for Moulton. Moulton now 14 carries, 45 yards.
Illinois State goes into their even front, which is a 40 rather than a 30.
3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. That's the short side of the field. Empty backfield. McNamara out of the gun. Throws over the middle. Pass is caught by Luke Lachey, the tight end, into Redbird territory at the 45-yard line. Pick up a 16. That's good for a Hawkeye first down. Lachey makes the grab. Just 2 starts last year, had 10 receptions. Was injured in game number 3 against Western Michigan.
There's only 2:20 to go. There will be a 2-minute warning here after this play. This is something new also, fans, in college football this year. You have a 2-minute warning.
First down and 10 now for the Hawkeyes. In plus territory, 44-yard line of the Redbirds. McNamara takes a snap, turns, hands off Moulton, bounces off a tackle, 40, keeps his feet churning and gets himself down to the 37-yard line. Reese Edwards on the stop for the Birds.
7-yard gain.
7-yard gain, second down and 3 now.
This
As
is
the
a
clock
2-minute
hits
timeout.
2, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here. Redbird fans, looking for more college football action following our broadcast? Check out the College Football Blitz for free by going to the Varsity Network app. It's the college football audio version of the NFL Red Zone channel every Saturday from noon to midnight Eastern Time. Just search College Football Blitz on the Varsity Network app. Let's head downstairs. Our Illinois Ford Dealers sideline report with Craig Birchie. Craig?
Well, guys, one thing I've noticed in this contest is the physicality. Both teams hitting extremely hard, a lot of physical play up front. And I tell you, Illinois State holding its ground against Iowa in this first half. And I think the Hawkeyes are a little taken aback by that. The Hawkeyes have taken some big shots. You think about Keandre Jackson's hit on Gill earlier. The Redbirds are delivering some blows out there, and it feels like the Hawkeyes are just playing not to lose instead of playing to win in this first half.
Obviously, we talked about it in the pregame show and throughout the broadcast so far, Craig, but how is fatigue going to factor in this as far as the Birds being able to roll enough players in and out so they got some legs in them in the fourth quarter? Because this is obviously as physical as they have seen in recent months.
Right, without a doubt.
And I think you're seeing the Redbirds being a little more judicious about how their rotations, especially on defense. Jalen Gaines has been out the past couple of series. I think some of that's by design, just to give him and guys, allow Nick Kessler to recover a little bit longer. And the Redbird defense, the guys who are coming in those rotations are holding their own. So you're not getting any drop off. So you may as well preserve some of your starters for the second half if your reserves are coming in and playing just as well.
Good point, real good point. And it's right here at the end of the half. It's a good time to do it.
Thank you very much, Craig. Our sideline reports all season long brought to you by your Illinois Ford dealers, home of the award-winning F-Series. Visit buyfordnow.com.
Introducing some Hall of Famers here. This is the Hall of Fame game for Iowa. That's what you're hearing, fans. folks that the fans are cheering for these guys that are introduced as Hall of Fame inductions.
Capacity crowd of over 69,000 here inside Kinnick Stadium.
Very impressive. Beautiful stadium, very well built, great football facility.
And the Iowa Hawkeyes now 2nd down and 3 from the 37-yard line. McNamara works under center against a 4-man Redbird front. Receivers left and right. McNamara takes a snap, play action, has time, drops back to pass. He's going to throw it over the right side. Pass goes right through the hands of Moulton at the 35-yard line, falls incomplete. That's his second drop of the afternoon for the redshirt freshman running back. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 now for Iowa.
They'll run the ball now.
Hawkeyes 2 of 8 on 3rd down this afternoon.
Illinois State was playing for the run all the way there, and they didn't get real good pressure, but right now they're going to get the run.
Vanderzee wide right, Weegan slot right. That's the open side of the field. Short side left, Jacob Gill. McNamara out of the gun. 3rd down and 3, ball left hash mark. McNamara back to pass, throws over the middle. Pass is caught by a leaping Gill. Hit immediately by Keandre Jackson, but Gill holds on the Northwestern transfer up to the 26-yard line. That's good for a Hawkeye first down with 1:48 in a churning second quarter clock. Hawkeyes a 3-0 lead.
Good hit, too. He hung on to the ball. Got to give him credit.
McNamara on first down. Plenty of time. Nowhere to throw to. He's going to tuck and run. Dives for the 15. And we'll see where he went down as he started his slide early. They're going to give him inside the 15 down to the 14. 133.
And what they need to do is the defense needs to hold to a field goal here, a field goal attempt. You're not saying they're going to make it, but you got to hope for a field goal attempt. They're in their even front, which is surprising to me.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. McNamara back to pass. Ball deflected up in the air at the line, and it was almost picked off. That fell into the hands of 4 different Redbirds, and they couldn't pull it in. It falls to the turf, incomplete, brings up 2nd down and 10.
I think the safety came up and knocked it out of the hands of the linebacker, and I think he hit the linebacker, and he's down on the ground.
That's Cannon, who's a little bit slow getting up.
He's the corner.
As that ball was tipped to the line of scrimmage, not sure who got their initial paw on it, but that ball out of the hands of McNamara went straight up in the air, and it was only white-clad Redbirds waiting for it, and unfortunately, nobody was able to come up with it. Said downstairs, our Illinois Ford dealer sideline report, Craig Birchie. Craig, did you get a good look at how that play broke down and what might have happened to Mark?
It almost looked like it went off an Iowa offensive lineman's shoulder pad or helmet, just the way the So I don't know if he cramped up or if it's something more than that when he came down trying to get the ball. And now he's being helped up. I think he'll be able to, yeah, he's under his own power. So that's a good thing. I wonder if it was a cramp. It is a little warm down here on the turf. I mean, it's not muggy, but it's warm and the sun is beating on you. There's no clouds in the sky. So cramps should be expected here as this game continues to progress.
Yeah, and he's looking pretty good walking off, but you're right. The turf does kind of serve as a magnet this time of year when the sun's out. It's a lot warmer down there than it might seem without a cross breeze. Cannon, who had such a great year last year as a sophomore, 46 tackles, 3 interceptions.
Well, either Cam Wilson or Tian Parks will be coming in here at corner. They're both good at corners. No problem. They got depth at that position.
Nigel White on the right side. McNamara turns, hands off Moulton, tries to put a stiff arm on Abdullah and drops him at about the 10-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 now for Iowa, and they're going to burn a timeout.
Iowa.
With 1:08 to go in this second quarter. Be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Redbird fans, it doesn't matter if the team is home or away. It's always a good time to be wearing red. Head to redbirdspiritshop.com today and gear up for another exciting season of Redbird football with everything from tees and hats to hoodies and sweatpants. That's redbirdspiritshop.com.
You know, one of the things Illinois State may be able to do with their kicking game is Ian, if they want him to just do one, he can go back to punting. And Michael Constantino has been coming on as a good kicker. Now, Ian would still kick off, but the other kid could do all the extra point and field goals, especially he can hit it from 40 yards now. I think that's another option that you have that's a possibility, not this game, but down the road here.
So third down upcoming for Iowa. 1:08 to play. Ball resting, left hash mark at the 10-yard line.
Looks like an outside zone play here. Well, I don't know. It's
Five-man front for the Birds now. Gill in motion left to right out of the gun. McNamara. Snap. McNamara throws toward the end zone. Ball was broken up. Incomplete. Keandre Jackson is there to knock it away, and that is a big-time play by the Redbird secondary.
Keandre Jackson's been making plays this whole half, and those are outstanding plays by a safety. And he came and knocked that ball out, or it's a touchdown.
Tried to find Zach Ortworth, the tight end, and now Drew Stevens on for the field goal attempt. He hit from 41 earlier. This one will be marked down at the 18, inside the left hash mark, 28-yard attempt, high end over end, and it's good. So Stevens, 2 for 2, as he buries a 28-yarder, and that extends the Iowa Hawkeye lead 6-0 with exactly 1 minute to play before halftime.
It's a good half of defense, John, a very good half of defense against an outstanding team. This is
you're within one score of the 25th ranked FBS team in the season opener on the road. Going into the break, that's a pretty good feeling.
Sure as heck is, and that's the place you had to improve was on defense from last year, and they've done it. They're doing a great job, and that's Coach DeCamp and his whole staff, and the players have stepped up. Keandre Jackson is having an outstanding game. We said safeties would be a factor in this game. Well, he's more than a factor. He's been outstanding. Run and pass and blitz.
So the Birds will get one final crack at it to put points on the board before the break. They have 60 seconds to work with. As Stevens, now 2 of 2 in field goal attempts, has given the Iowa Hawkeyes a 6-0 lead.
Carr behind.
Jalen Carr and Winters Wright are back deep to receive. Carr
can
on the
run.
right hash at the 5, Winkers at the 10, left hash.
Carr is your guy that can break one all the way, but he's also a guy that puts it on the ground a lot when he gets hit. So you hope he gets one here and goes all the way.
Stevens with the approach, puts the right foot to it. It's a short kick. Winker's going to take it to the 15, straight up outside the number 25, and he dives for the 30-yard line.
Good job.
So a good return for the Birds. They have it first down and 10 from their own 30. 56 ticks of the clock left before halftime.
Well, Iowa's got Illinois State well scouted, but they've had the whole offseason to prepare for this game. But, you know, they definitely kicked it over there to Winkers, who's a good man, don't get me wrong. But they know the Carr is a guy that can break it all the way, so they kicked it away from him.
Birds have a full allotment of timeouts left. Iowa's still with 2 at their disposal. Rittenhouse comes back out at quarterback. He's 6 of 13, 57 yards. He has been intercepted once. Mason King went out earlier in this one. Winkers right the lone setback, gets the handoff, straight ahead run, bounces off a tackle, works his way across the 35.
Good run.
And all the way out to the 37-yard line.
Good
That's the Winkers right we have seen in the past. With those legs keep churning, Deontay Craig finally brings him down. Pick up a 6, second down and 4, 36 seconds to go. Rittenhouse out of the gun now. Ball left hash mark. Takes a snap. Hands off Winkers again.
First down.
And works his way across the 40 out to the 41. That's good for a Redbird to get a first down. 4-yard pickup.
Now you're in the last 2 minutes. The clock will stop now on that first down, but now it's spotted and ready to go. You got to get ready to play.
And it seems like Brock Spank and the Birds content to kind of let the final seconds of this one run out and head to the halftime locker room, trailing by 1 score. It's 6-0 Iowa. Clock down to 11. Birds not looking to stop it as they're going to head to the locker room here at Kinnick Stadium.
You know, I'm going to say something for Winkers, right, too, because we think the world of him. He runs so hard,
the end of the first
and he
half.
tries to get something extra all the time, and that's what happened to him on the one fumble. But you got to give him man credit. He's always pushing for that extra yard. I give him a lot of credit.
So halftime is upon us. 2 quarters in the books. Here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. The homestanding Hawkeyes head into the halftime locker room with a 6-0 lead on Brock Spack and the Illinois State Redbirds. Halftime activities are going to come your way after this timeout. Our count here at the break in Iowa City on our McDonald's scoreboard. The Iowa Hawkeyes 6, the Illinois State Redbirds nothing. Back in a moment, you're listening to Illinois State Redbird football on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Time to eat, but there's no time to cook? Avanti's has you covered for those busy days out and cozy nights in. Enjoy our mouth-watering pastas, fresh pizzas, and famous gondolas wherever you are. Perfect for picnics, park days, and catching a game in person or on the couch. With our convenient carry-out or delivery, you can taste the tradition wherever you are. Order online or call Avanti's when you need a fresh, quick meal.
At the home of the gondola, Avanti's.
Do you have a cough, fever, sore throat, or the flu? Head to OSF On-Call Urgent Care, where we know just what to do. We'll care for your minor illnesses and injuries with great speed and send you home with any treatments you might need. Walk in for care in Bloomington Normal from 8 to 8 each day, or make a reservation and be on your way. Visit osfoncall.org/urgent care today.
You've got choices. You've got options. And selections, favorites, picks, preferences, whatever you call them. What's important is that you've got them. At Wiffles Hybrids, we've made our choice to remain an independent U.S. farm family-owned company, free to make the best decisions for our business and that of our customers. So make your choice, or whatever you call it, and plant your independence. Wiffles Hybrids.
Wiffles Hybrids, proud sponsor of Illinois State Redbird football.
If you're shopping for a new or used vehicle, win big with the O'Brien difference. The O'Brien Auto Team of Bloomington Normal is changing the game. Take advantage of a fast and perfectly executed sales process. Our vehicle exchange program, a 4.8-star customer-rated experience, peace of mind service with an MVP-level lounge, plus O'Brien's best used cars with hundreds to choose from. It's the O'Brien difference. Click O'BrienTeamIL.com and start shopping today. All of us at O'Brien are proud to support the Illinois State Redbirds.
1, 2, 3. This is the Redbirds halftime show on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield. Brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Wiffles Hybrids. Fiercely independent since 1946. And by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
AM 1230 and FM 102.1 with the JVC Blake Haas in Studio A. We'll get to your Toyota Out of Town scoreboard. Visit your Peoria, Peak, and Bloomington Toyota dealers today or visit Toyota.com. We'll get to that in just a few moments, but we got to put the spotlight on what's happening with PNC Bank, and J-Mac is the spotlight this week.
And the boys are excited about it.
Just determined on that one. He saw where he needed to get to, and he just lowered the shoulder, made it basically without being touched, but he was ready for it.
As I'm not sure who just fell to the ground, if that was an extra receiver at Chari, but they are getting too excited maybe on the sideline.
Student Spotlight Report. J-Mac, a senior gymnastics student athlete there at Illinois State University. While we have the opportunity here from Studio A in Bloomington, back over to Iowa in just a few with the crew, let's take a look at your Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Visit your Peoria, Pekin, Bloomington Toyota dealer today, or visit Toyota.com. Across the Missouri Valley, just a couple of games getting underway in the MVC. One game you're listening to right here on WJBC as we are at halftime. It's Iowa leading Illinois State 6-0. Illinois State came into this game, by the way, a 22.5-point dog. So Illinois State defense is playing very good this afternoon. The Boilermakers out of Purdue jumping to a big lead over the Sycamores of Indiana State. That score is 21-0 at halftime. Getting underway in about 24 minutes or so from now. South Dakota State will take on Oklahoma State at 1 o'clock. North Dakota scores off against Iowa State at 2:30 this afternoon. And then we get into the nightcap games. Valparaiso and the Panthers at Northern Iowa at 4 o'clock. And Southern Illinois scores off against BYU tonight at 4 o'clock as well. Of course, we already have some games in the books as the season gets underway this week. Some games got underway on Thursday. Illinois got a win over Eastern Illinois 45-0. Also, North Carolina and Minnesota played each other, and it was the Tar Heels over Minnesota 19-17. Good game there. Rutgers out of the Big Ten was all over Howard 44-7. Games across the country just getting underway as well, as it's Georgia and Clemson just getting underway just a little bit ago. Also, we have our eyes on what's going to be happening at 2:30 this afternoon. The Buckeyes out of Ohio State, ranked number 2 in the country, and they have a big Big Ten slate throughout the season. They're at Ohio Stadium this afternoon in Columbus, Ohio. And they're welcoming in Akron. Again, that kicks off at 2:30 on national TV as well. Number 3 ranked Oregon, welcoming to the Big Ten at Eugene, Oregon tonight. They're going to be welcoming in Idaho. 6:30 is when that game's going to start, the debut on the Big Ten Network. Michigan at the Big House. Over 100,000 people expected today at Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor. I've been there. The tailgating is absolutely crazy. That game kicks off at 6:30 as Michigan welcomes in Fresno State. Coach Harbaugh is now in the NFL, and he is going to be the honorary captain tonight. Of course, there's a lot of controversy around that as well. And also across the Big Ten today, UCLA takes on Hawaii at 6:30, and Washington, a late night tonight. But if you want to see the debut of Washington in the Big Ten Conference, well, get your popcorn and stay up late. It's Husky Stadium in Seattle, Wisconsin. The Big Ten Network tonight at 10 o'clock as Washington welcomes in Weber State. Also in the Big Ten today, it's UConn and Maryland. Indiana State is Purdue. We just gave you that update just a little bit ago. Actually, just getting a score update just now. Maryland over UConn, 20-0. 16 seconds left to go before that game goes into halftime. The Hoosiers out of Indiana also welcoming in Florida International as well at 2:30. And UTEP takes on Nebraska. Miami, Ohio at Northwestern. And that's at Laney and Sharon Marion Stadium there as well in Chicago. All right, we got to step aside. That is your Toyota out-of-town scoreboard. Visit your Peoria, Pekin, Bloomington Toyota dealer today or visit Toyota.com. Coach Brock's back inside the locker room. That conversation just around the corner, and we'll return to the crew. This is the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, this is Matt Picara, General Manager at Subaru of Bloomington Normal. It's football season again, and in honor of the ISU football team, we're tackling prices with VIP specials for students, parents, teachers, alum, and fans. So stop by Subaru of Bloomington Normal today at 1430 Fort Jesse Road in Normal. Go Redbirds!
One day you're a new college graduate. The next you're saying yes to your forever partner. Soon you're painting a nursery the pinkest shade of pink. Throughout all life stages, you need someone in your corner, guiding you in health. At OSF Healthcare, that's your primary care provider. From checkups to immunizations for your family, your OSF PCP is there for every stage. Your life, our mission. Find a provider today at osfhealthcare.org/primary.
Hello, Paul Davis Restoration. How can we make your day better?
When you have a disaster in your home, call Paul Davis Restoration. When the smoke and damage of a fire strikes your home, call Paul. You'll talk to a real person who can help you right away. They'll turn your disaster into a memory and get your home back to good with just one call.
When disaster strikes, call Paul Davis Restoration. From water damage to fire and smoke damage to mold remediation. When you have a home disaster, give Paul Davis Restoration a call, and help is on its way.
Step up to the plate with Xfinity Internet. Get the fastest speeds and low-lag streaming for an incredible viewing experience that knocks it out of the park. And you'll have a consistent connection with reduced buffering and freezing, so you can stay in all the action inning after inning. When it's game time, make sure to catch it all with internet that's powerful and reliable. Stream sports from the best seat in the house with Xfinity, because it's only live once. Actual speeds vary and not guaranteed. Many factors affect speed. For factors affecting speed, visit xfinity.com/network management.
Back here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. And the homestanding Hawkeyes with a 6-0 lead on the Illinois State Redbirds. Redbird fans, the award-winning Heater's Hot Chicken provides the greatest chicken in all the lands. Make plans to stop by and sample their authentic Nashville-style chicken today before they make chickens extinct. That's Heater's Chicken, located in the southeast corner of College and Fell Avenue in the heart of Uptown Normal. Heater's Chicken, a proud partner of Redbird football. Let's take a look at our first half stats. They're brought to you as always by First State Bank. First downs, the Birds with a 7-6 edge in moving the chain so far in this opening half of play. Iowa with a 147-96 edge in total offense. Illinois State with
Chaparrals. Wow, what a play by Bone there. That ball hung up just a bit. He was able to read it into his hands, and then it was just a sprint, and he beat the entire secondary.
That's Clayton Bone's second touchdown today. He's got 4 on the season already.
Would have had a third, but they called it back.
So one series in relief, he went 0 for 3.
As quickly the Chaparrals, as we move into the second quarter, that's what that timeout was. Didn't do a great job of looking at the clock myself. I will take that blame.
It's still a timeout. It's still a timeout.
That timeout and first play into the second quarter, they go up 13-6 here. See if they make it 14. With
away for the Birds, 25 yards on 6 carries. Both scores for the Iowa Hawkeyes came off the right foot of Drew Stevens, a 41-yarder. Late in the first quarter, and a 28-yarder also late in the second quarter to give Iowa the 6-point lead they now enjoy here at the break. Those are your halftime stats brought to you by First State Bank, with a full line of products and services you deserve and personal service that will exceed your expectations. Come see for yourself. First State Bank, located at the corner of Hershey and Eastland, or visit them online at firststatebank.biz. Member FDIC. Our count here at the break at the McDonald's scoreboard. It's Iowa 6, the Redbirds nothing. We'll have more and hear from the head coach after this timeout on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
I want that. The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on, so make it your best summer ever with Ford. Now's the best time to get our best deals on a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, like the Ford Explorer, the Ford Bronco family, Ford F-Series, and the all-electric F-150 Lightning. These are the deals you've been waiting for, so don't wait. It's the Make It Ford Summer Sales Event, so make it yours. Make it now at your Ford dealer today.
A locally owned and operated neighborhood bar and grill, Schooners has been a Bloomington tradition for over 30 years. Home to the Brock Spack Coaches Show held every Thursday during the football season from 6 until 7. Schooners boasts an expansive lunch and dinner menu, including their mouth-watering wings, rings, burgers, and tenderloins. Be sure and stop by Schooners Beer Garden to relax and unwind with friends. Taste the local flavor at Schooners, 810 East Grove Street in Bloomington. For more information, visit SchoonersBL.com or find us on Facebook. Go Redbirds!
This past spring, thousands of farmers across the Central Corn Belt planted Whiffles hybrids on their farms. There was no public fanfare or social media hoopla, and they certainly didn't become TikTok famous, but they did become Whiffles famous. At Whiffles Hybrids, we celebrate our independent farmers who choose to keep their seed decision local and U.S. farm family owned. We can't promise 15 minutes of fame, but we're working on that extra 15 bushels an acre. Plant your independence with Whiffles Hybrids.
Whiffles Hybrids, proud sponsor of Illinois State Redbird football.
DoubleTree by Hilton Bloomington, the preferred hotel for Redbird athletics. Call DoubleTree for your next Hilton stay. 309-664-6446. Need space to hold a meeting or event? We are here for you. DoubleTree by Hilton Bloomington. 309-664-6446. That's 309-664-6446. Where the little things mean everything.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Illinois State University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. We're at halftime, and the homestanding 25th ranked Iowa Hawkeyes leading 20th ranked Illinois State Redbirds 6-0 as we continue with our halftime show. John Fitzgerald, Ted Schmitz, Craig Birchie alongside. Blake Haas is back in our network studios in Bloomington. And the Birds, Ted Schmitz, really need to try to wrestle some momentum in this second half.
You really do. And it's one thing I'll say this, the defense is back. This is what we've been used to at Illinois State over the years of Coach Pack. Last year, they weren't bad defensive, no, but remember they had the problems in a couple ball games. But I see a lot different attitude on the defensive side and very good front play as well as behind and good tackling.
And we talked about the fact that they have pretty liberally rotated some players in and out with the hopes that they're still in this ball game in a 1-2 score game come fourth quarter. The Redbird defense has their legs with them.
Exactly, and that's what happened the last time. They did not have that, where now they're rotating early, where that hopefully holds up in the fourth quarter. They can have pretty good defense out there as well as, even the offensive line, I think, needs to hold up a little bit better too.
The offensive line has held up in a lot of ways. They've not been dominated by that front four and the Iowa defense yet in that first quarter, but there were a couple of breakdowns. They've been able to get to Rittenhouse for 3 sacks in that first half, and the quarterback play hasn't been great from a connection standpoint. That's really just because of the pressure, isn't it?
Right, and it's mainly Aaron Graves, one guy who is a huge man. He's a 300-pound defensive tackle that'll be in the NFL next year, but he's on our guards. And when he gets into what they call a 3 technique over the outside shade of the guard, it's one-on-one with that guard, and he is tough to block. Even if you try to chip with the back, he's going to overpower that guy.
If you're just joining us, Redbirds did start Mason King in the backfield. He went out early on in that first quarter of play with an injury to his lower half. He has not returned. We don't expect he will for the rest of this ball game. That's a big loss, but Winker's right. Has had some flashes of brilliance, especially with that gritty, hard nose.
Right.
He did cough up the football early on at one point after a fumble and a second effort attempt, but he has been the mainstay for the Birds as we head downstairs. Craig Birchie standing by with Redbird head coach Brock Spack.
All right, thanks a lot, John. Coach, it was an interesting first half, especially first quarter. A lot of adversity with turnovers, Mason King going out, but you find yourself only down by 2 field goals in this one.
Yeah, I thought we played, parts of our team played very, very well. We know what we got against these guys. They're elite on defense, and I think we're pretty good too. So, it's going to come down to who's going to make more plays in the second half. We got to make them pay for some of the mistakes they've made, particularly penalties. And, they kind of let us stay around, and we got to, when a team gives you those opportunities, you gotta capitalize on them.
Well, it should be an interesting second half.
It will be. They always are. But this should be a great second half. We'll see what we got to play. We have to have a good series here on defense.
All right, good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's the word from head coach Brock Spack, guys, and we'll see. You keep this team. Bad things can happen if you're an FBS team like Iowa.
Thank you very much, Craig. Those are the words of head coach Brock Spack. We're going to take our final break. Back with the second half. Play-by-play coming up on the other side of this timeout. 6-0 Iowa with the lead here at the break in Iowa City. This is Redbird football on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Welcome to Moe's! Are you tired of the same old boring catering options for your events? Then spice things up with Moe's Southwest Grill. Moe's brings bold flavors to any occasion with their customizable nacho and fajita bars to individually packaged burrito boxes. You can't go wrong with Moe's for 10 of your friends or a fiesta of 500. And don't forget their famous queso. It's a crowd pleaser. Their catering team will make sure your order is perfect and stress-free, so you can relax and enjoy the party with your guests. Order now at Moe's.com. Welcome to Moe's!
Wait for your men's or women's health care at the doctor's office or Redbox Rx it and get the care you need wherever you are. Wait for prescriptions at the pharmacy or Redbox Rx it and have it shipped to you. Redbox RX is the easy, affordable way to get quality, personalized care with private online consultations, upfront pricing, and low-cost prescriptions shipped for free. Redbox RX, the same, but really different. Get 50% off your first prescription at redboxrx.com with code NASCAR.
Time to eat, but there's no time to cook? Avanti's has you covered for those busy days out and cozy nights in. Enjoy our mouth-watering pastas, fresh pizzas, and famous gondolas wherever you are. Perfect for picnics, park days, and catching a game in person or on the couch. With our convenient carry-out or delivery, you can taste the tradition wherever you are. Order online or call Avanti's when you need a fresh, quick meal.
At the home of the gondola, Avanti's.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hey, can my Wi-Fi handle a big birthday party for my daughter?
Well, at Xfinity, we built our gateways to handle hundreds of devices at once. So bring on the party.
Oh, we are gonna need a bigger cake.
Now through September 22nd, get 150 megabit Xfinity internet for just $30 a month for 12 months with a 1-year contract and Wi-Fi equipment included. Switch today. Xfinity, bring on the good stuff. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless plan, auto post or bank account. Taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular rate supply. Actual speeds vary.
Back here at Kinnick Stadium, 69,000 plus. Filling back in this historic venue in Iowa City, Iowa, and the homestanding Hawkeyes a 6-0 lead on Illinois State as we are set to go to start this third quarter. Iowa's going to get the football first as Ian Wagner has it teed up at his own 35-yard line. The Birds will move left to right in this third quarter of play. Birds with 2 first-half turnovers. Iowa able to get on the board as a result of at least one of those, and they now lead it behind 2 field goals, a 6-0 lead. Here's Wagner's measured steps and approach. Line drive kick. It's going to go over the head of the receiver, Max White, and out of the back of the end zone. And now we have a little bit of words being exchanged. Flags fly down at the 15-yard line. And some of the Redbirds and the Iowa Hawkeyes engaged in conversation. We'll see how they sort this out.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, kicking team number 28, 15-yard penalty, first down Iowa.
Chris Taylor, that's unusual for him.
So unsportsmanlike conduct called against Illinois State. That's going to result in a 15-yard penalty, and Iowa's first crack on offense is going to move all the way up to the 40-yard line here to start this third quarter in a 6-0 ball game.
What happened?
That is not the kind of start the Brocksback would want.
They had it a little bit on the first kickoff today. They went at it pretty good, and it was not even a return. Remember, he took Chris and put him down. And Chris came back on him now, which is not what you want to do. It's unusual for him. He's a pretty darn good kid.
So Iowa with great field position to start things off here in the third quarter. Cade McNamara out of the gun. He's going to swing it out left-hand side. Pass caught by Estringa. He makes the catch. He's tripped up by Mark Cannon, but not before he gets to midfield. It's going to be a 10-yard pickup and a first down for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Cannon in on coverage with Estringa, who led this ball club with 31 receptions a year ago. It's a first down passing catch. They move the chains to midfield. First down and 10 from the 50. Ball left hash mark for Iowa. Their first drive just on their way here, third quarter. The Hawkeyes a 6-0 lead. Under center, McNamara turns, gives to Moulton, and he's wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Keandre Jackson shot in and swallowed up Moulton for no gain.
Tell you what, they got to get Cannon out of there. He's not 100%. He's going out right now.
And he is limping. Yeah. Quite visibly. Tion Parks, I believe, comes in to replace him. He does.
Tion can play. He's all right.
So Tion on the short side here. Second down and 10 for the Hawkeyes from the 50-yard line. McNamara works out of the gun now. A string to the tight end, lines up as an H-back on the left-hand side. Waist-high snap. McNamara back to throw over the middle. Passes complete inside the 35 down to the 33. Reese Vanderzee, the freshman out of Rock Rapids, Iowa, makes the catch.
Linebackers got to get underneath that. Keandre Jackson from the safety position made the tackle, but there was no linebacker underneath at all. And one of the linebackers have got to get underneath. According to the set, it's got to be one of the inside linebackers. Either Ty or who would be the other one there? I guess it would be the voice.
So a 17-yard pass play and a first down. Give to Moulton on first down now. Gets inside the 30 as he's wrestled down by Jake Anderson down to about the 29-yard line.
You need to stop here. You don't want to go any further.
It's going to be a pick of a 4, second down and 6.
This opening drive is huge for Iowa, but what starts it is the darn 15-yard penalty. Wow, you can't have that. It puts the ball, you get to start on the 40-yard line. That's pretty good field position.
Caleb Johnson makes his first appearance. He lines up as a running back. Behind McNamara, works under center. Tight bunch formation, second down and 6. Toss sweep over to Johnson, running left, trying to get the edge, and Tion Parks pulls him down at about the 27-yard line. It's going to be a pick up a 2, bring up third down, and a long 3, maybe 4.
I'm not surprised that they changed the tailback spot. These guys are good backs. They've been good backs for a couple years, and I'm sure they give that freshman a chance to play, redshirt freshman a chance to play in that first half. But these other 2 guys are going to play in the second half.
Caleb Johnson ran for 463 yards a year ago. Also missed 4 games with an injury. Third down and 3 for the Hawkeyes here. Iowa 3 for 10 on third down today. Out of the gun is McNamara. Back to pass. Clean pocket. Throws over the middle. Pass complete. Luke Lachey bounces off a tackle and bounds down inside the 10 down to the 8-yard line.
But every tackle down here on the inside routes has been Keandre Jackson. Nobody else is there. He's making every play. You got to get somebody else underneath as well, somebody on top.
19-yard pickup, first down and goal to go now for Iowa. McNamara under the gun. Play action pass. Rolls to his right. Throws underneath. Pass complete. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. Reese Vander Zee makes a sliding catch on the front side of the end zone. And the Hawkeyes find pay dirt for the first time today. They lead it 12-0 on their first drive of the third quarter with 11:32 to go.
Well, that's what happens when you get a penalty on your kickoff, John. You get a good kick into the end zone, which is what you want, no return. The ball comes out to the 25. Instead, you're on the 40. That's what's bad.
That drive started at the 40, as Ted said, based off.
That's huge for Iowa.
15-yard penalty right after the kickoff.
That's huge for Iowa.
So 12-0 Iowa, and they're going to go for 2.
Yeah,
they line the football down to the left hash mark.
It's either going to be 12 or 14. They're not going to go for a kick.
McNamara's going to work out of the gun. Deshaun Williams, the running back to his right. Shotgun snap, rolls to the right. Looking underneath. He's going to throw right side, in traffic, incomplete. Tried to find Lachey, broken up by the Redbirds. Dylan Gearhart got a paw in there to knock that ball away from the Hawkeye tight end. And Gearhart a little bit banged up on the play. He's going to be helped off. But the Birds turn away the Hawkeyes in the 2-point attempt. The score remains 12-0 Iowa with 11:32 to go in this third quarter. Fans, don't forget, stay with us after the game. The Ameren, Illinois Redbird postgame show. We'll have a full recap of today's game, stats, a full out-of-town scoreboard, and our exclusive live postgame interviews with Redbird players and head coach Brock Spack. That's the Ameren, Illinois Redbird postgame show immediately following our game. Timeout on the field, 11:32 to go, third quarter here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. On a McDonald's scoreboard, it's Iowa 12 and the Redbirds nothing. Back in a moment on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. And you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
A locally owned and operated neighborhood bar and grill, Schooners has been a Bloomington tradition for over 30 years. Home to the Brock Spack Coaches Show held every Thursday during the football season from 6 until 7. Schooners boasts an expansive lunch and dinner menu, including their mouth-watering wings, rings, burgers, and tenderloins. Be sure and stop by Schooners Beer Garden to relax and unwind with friends. Taste the local flavor at Schooners, 810 East Grove Street in Bloomington. For more information, visit SchoonersBL.com or find us on Facebook. Go Redbirds!
The voice of the Illinois State Redbirds. WJBC Bloomington Normal, AM 1230 and FM 102.1, a Cumulus Media station.
Redbird fans looking for a place on the line before or after the game, head on over to Rob Dobbs, 801 North Hershey Road in Bloomington. Rob Dobbs has something for everyone, from traditional comfort food to the best steaks in town. Rob Dobbs has you covered. Check out the daily specials, lunch features, and a full bar menu. For the premier dining experience in the Twin Cities, visit Rob Dobbs, a proud partner of Redbird Athletics. John Fitzgerald, Ted Schmitz, Craig Birchie, back live here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. Lake Haas is back in our network studios in Bloomington, 11:32 to go in this third quarter. And the homestanding Hawkeyes with a 12-0 lead on Brocksback and the Illinois State Redbirds. Iowa able to go 60 yards on their first drive of the third quarter. And hit the end zone for the first time today to make it a 12-0 score.
Dylan Gerhardt makes a great play down there on the two-point conversion, but he did appear to hurt himself. If he is out, they got two good safeties, Jack Dwyer and C.J. Hodgson, that can come in place of him. So and those guys are very physical guys, too. They're okay.
Drew Stevens has it teed up his own 35-yard line. Birds will get the football for the first time here in this third quarter of play. Winkers right, Jalen Carr back deep to receive. Stevens sends it end over end, taken by Carr. He fumbles it in the end zone. Now he's going to be forced to take a knee. I think he had visions of taking that out of the black flat end zone, but after the fumble, had to scamper to recover, and the Birds will start first down and 10 from their own 25.
That's what scares you the most about Carr, is turning it over with a fumble. He does have trouble dropping that football for some reason, and he can run, man. He's a guy that could take it all the way to the house, but you got to catch the ball. And the best thing you do, John, is catch it kind of on the run a little bit, you know, and where you really got it going.
Birds need to answer here after the Iowa touchdown. They trail at 12-0, 11:32 to go. Third quarter, Jake Rubley back on a quarterback. He's going to work out of the gun on first down and 10. From the 25, handoff, Winkers right straight ahead, and he turns the pile, twisting and turning all the way out to the 30. It's going to be a 5-yard pickup.
One thing about Wink, when he gets hit, he's making some yards after contact. Every time he will get you an extra yard or two, and he just did it right there. He got hit with about a 3-yard gain. He ends up making a 5-yard gain.
Winkers right now 30 yards on the afternoon. Rubley surveys the four-man front for Iowa. Now changes the play at the line of scrimmage. Barks out the cadence. Clapping the snap. Back to pass. Has time. Flings it out of the Winkers right off his fingertips between the hash and the numbers at the 30-yard line. Falls incomplete. Brings up third down and 5.
He should catch that ball. Winkers, in the past, he's got good hands, but I don't know what it is this year. He's been dropping a lot of those balls in the flat. Same thing in practice. I don't know if he's running away from it so much that he doesn't concentrate or what, but he's had trouble this year.
Birds in the afternoon, just 1 of 7 on third down so far as they come to their feet here in Iowa City. Third down and 5 from the 30. Ball left hash. Rubley shotgun snap. Throws left side. Pass is complete. It's going to be shy of the yard to gain by about a yard. Pass complete to Mitch Bartle, the transfer tight end out of Western Michigan. And that's going to bring up fourth down and 1.
You got to punt. You know, you got the best defense in the country. You can't go on 4th and 1 in your own territory. No way. Not against this. You got to at least give your defense a chance.
So the Birds get 9, but no further. Hayden Funch on to punt it away.
At least he got a completion. Rubley finally got a completion, and he looked a lot better in the pocket that series, than he did in the first half.
6 times today, Funch has been on. He's averaging 40 yards a kick. There's a low line drive. Weegan on the run, makes the catch at the 35, but he's able to get no further. Great job by Keandre Jackson to wrap him up as he was almost in a dead sprint coming up to field that punt.
Not good punting, though, John. Not good at all. This guy was supposed to be able to take over for Ian and do the job. He's not doing it at all. He's hitting low-line drives except for one. Just good coverage, really. And luckily, it was so short that they were able to get down and cover that.
Redbird fans, for over 60 years, Illinois State Credit Union has proudly served the Bloomington Normal community. For all your financial needs, give them a call today. 309-451-8400. That's 309-451-8400. Or visit them online at itsmycu.org. 10:13 to go. Third quarter here in the McDonald's scoreboard. Our count, it's Iowa 12, The Redbirds nothing. Back in a moment on the Xfinity Mobile Redbirds Sports Network from Learfield.
To win in the field, you need recruits who can run your system, whether it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust or a spread offense. AHW knows the same holds true for you in Carolina.
As Jamison Dale has a long touchdown run. Call it just about. He was on the 38-yard line there, so call it a 72-yarder.
Credit Jamel Johnson there. He did everything good. It looked like he was cleanly going to be away for a touchdown, and he almost got the stop. Almost chased the
68-yarder. Went the wrong way on my five.
Illinois' hidden gem, located in Eastland.
Great job there, getting all the way down the field. He is not the fastest back of them all, but he made it. As Casillas now is going to step in and kick this one into the wind.
11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Enjoy our amazing bourbon chicken sandwich or one of our delicious drinks. The Deep End Tap, 1801 Eastland Drive, Bloomington, in Eastland Suites Hotel.
A Tentac Enterprise.
Redbird football brought to you in part by Bloomington Meats for the best selection and best prices in the Twin Cities. Make the drive to 2401 Bunn Street for Bloomington Meats, the best meat on Bunn Street. And proud partners of Redbird football. 10:13 to go, third quarter here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. And the Hawkeyes a 12-0 lead on Illinois State. 6-0 at the break. Hawkeyes drove 60 yards after a personal foul call on the opening kickoff of the third quarter allowed Iowa a short field. They got in the end zone, failed on the 2-point conversion, and now a 12-point lead. Illinois State got 9 yards on their first drive here in the third quarter, but forced a punt, and now Iowa takes over first down and 10 from their own 34.
Back to the base defense here. 30 defense.
Cade McNamara works out of the gun on first down. Caleb Johnson alone set back to his right. Play action pass. McNamara delivers right side. Tried to find Vanderzee. Good coverage by Tion Parks, but I think they're going to say too good. And there's a flag in the vicinity. I think they might get Tion Parks for pass interference.
I think so too. And he has a tendency to do that. He plays over aggressive on the possession routes.
The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
So Mark Klaczynski makes the call, the head official on this one, as we see on our replay. Tion Parks with both hands all over Vanderzee before that ball was delivered. So that moves Iowa first down at their own 42-yard line. Hawkeyes moving right to left in this third quarter of play. They lead at 12-0. In motion is Gill. McNamara under center, takes a snap, hands off, straight ahead, run by Johnson, and a gaping hole across midfield, all the way into Redbird territory down to the 45-yard line.
New play, John. That's a counter play out of their zone action, and they counter back and they pull two guys to guard and tackle from the other side. That was effective. That was their best running play today.
Line of scrimmage at the 46-yard line, in plus territory for the Hawkeyes. Give to Johnson again. Slowed down to the backfield and a tackle for loss as the Birds rebound. Ty Niekamp in on the stop there.
Good job.
Along with Lavoie Deontay McCoy as they tried to go back to Johnson again, and he was swallowed up. It's going to be a loss of one officially on the play. Bring up second down 11. Ball spotted down at the 47-yard line in Redbird territory.
Nickel package coming in.
Two wide receivers right, one to the left. Ball left hash mark for Iowa. Second down 11. A string to the tight end lines up in the slot to the right. McNamara shotgun snap. Dumps it off right side Johnson. 45. All the way down to the 40 and spins his way down to the 38-yard line. Finally stopped by Ty Niekamp. And he's awfully close to the first down marker. We're going to see about 2 yards shy, I believe, maybe 3. It's going to bring up third down and 3.
Yeah, they had C.J. Hodgson in there at the safety position, and now they're going back, which was their nickel package. And he comes in for the nose tackle because Jackson then goes to the Sam linebacker spot, and they just move everybody down. The outside ends become tackles, the outside linebackers become ends, and they're still in that position. They're in that defense right now, and they're showing blitz.
Tight formation here on third down. McNamara out of the gun, takes a snap, swings it out. Luke Lachey makes a catch inside the 35, stays at his feet, and lunges forward to the 30. That's good enough for a first down. Tion Parks, Jalen Gaines into the coverage. but the all Big Ten tight end Luke Lachey makes another big-time catch for Iowa here in the second half, and that moves the chains.
Well, you can tell T.N. Parks is in his first ball game, John. He's not playing aggressively like he did in the practice. He had one over-aggressive play for a penalty, but he dropped his head for the tackle, and he could have done a better job than he did there. I'm surprised at him.
Another injured Redbird on the field over on the right hash mark at about the 35-yard line. Medical staff for Illinois State out to attend to him. That's going to allow us to step aside. 8:10 to go, third quarter here inside Kinnick Stadium on our McDonald's scoreboard. Our count: the Iowa Hawkeyes 12 and the Redbirds nothing. Back in a moment. You're listening to Illinois State Redbird football on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Denny's Donuts and Bakery has been a loyal Redbird supporter for over 50 years. When it comes to the competition, no one comes close to the taste of one of their fresh-made donuts. Yum! They're great for your next school or church function, or even just to enjoy at home. Stop in and pick up yours at Denny's Donuts and Bakery, located at 1107 South Main Street in Bloomington. Denny's Donuts and Bakery and Redbird football, a winning combination.
The Make It Ford summer sales event is on, so make it your best summer ever with Ford. Now's the best time to get our best deals on a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, like the Ford Explorer, the Ford Bronco family, Ford F-Series, and the all-electric F-150 Lightning. These are the deals you've been waiting for, so don't wait. It's the Make It Ford summer sales event, so make it yours. Make it now at your Ford dealer today.
Redbird fans, download the McDonald's app to start earning free food and great game day deals on all your faves in the app. You can also order ahead and save time in line. Download the McDonald's app today. McDonald's, a proud partner of Redbird football. 12-0 Iowa back here inside Kinnick Stadium. Let's head downstairs. Craig Birch here, Illinois Ford Dealers Sideline Report. Craig?
Well, we're seeing the impacts of the heat, although it's not like it was back in 2015, but Jake Anderson just coming off the field with leg cramps earlier. Stephen Curtis was clutching the back of his right leg with a cramp. Hunter Zambrano was working on one of his legs, trying to get it stretched out. And, it's now hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. You just come out of the locker room from halftime in an air-conditioned pink locker room, and then you're coming back out here onto the field, and immediately Iowa's just running right at the Redbirds and being very effective with their running game. And hopefully the Redbirds can get this straightened out and maybe hold it to no score or just a field goal and get back on track on offense.
Thank you very much, Craig. First down and 10 now for Iowa. From the Redbird 31-yard line, McNamara is going to work out of the gun. He has Johnson in the backfield to him. Play action pass, rolls to his right, has time, fires over the middle, up for grabs. Pass is caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Jacob Gill, the transfer out of Northwestern, comes back to the football, makes the catch. A 31-yard touchdown reception from McNamara to Gill. And Iowa gets in the end zone for the second time in this third quarter. They extend the lead, 18-0 Hawkeyes with 7:46 to play in this third quarter. Drew Stevens on for the point after touchdown. They went for two the first time they got in the end zone. He was 19 of 20 a year ago. Reese taking the punters, the holder, snap spot, kick is up, and the kick is true with 7:46 to go in this third quarter of play here in Iowa City. The Hawkeyes, with 13 third quarter points, have opened up a 19-0 lead on the Illinois State Redbirds. And McNamara, as we see the replay on the big video board here inside Kinnick Stadium, plenty of time to make that throw and find Gill in the end zone.
Yeah, there's no pressure there at all. I think they've got to bring either Amir Abdullah from the strong side or just get Gaines from the weak side. They've got to get pressure out of those outside linebackers, I think, is the only way they're going to get to that quarterback.
So the Birds now, after trailing by just one score at the break, 6-0, have seen the Hawkeyes come out of the halftime locker room and get in the end zone on their first two possessions here in the third quarter. What do the Birds need to do offensively to get this thing back on track?
Well, I think they got the right the idea. They got to have the quarterback that can throw the football in the ball game, and they got to be able to complete. You got to get a couple first downs every time, and then hopefully you get one of those quick ones to one of those skill kids that got some good feet and maybe run one into the end zone.
Jalen Carr winkers right back deep to receive for the Birds. Drew Stevens has it teed up at the south 35-yard line. His measured steps and approach, pinwheel kick. Jalen Carr is going to let it sail over his head and land about 6 yards deep in the end zone for a touchback. And the Birds will have it first down and 10. And more conversations and players having to be separated after the kickoff. I'll tell you what, Birds got tagged with a 15-yard penalty earlier that led to a short field for Iowa, which they were able to punch in for the end zone. And once again,
but that's twice
players
now.
after the kickoffs have to be restrained.
And it's on a no run back. There's nothing there. And but well, we'll see what happens.
Jake Rubley back at a quarterback, out of the gun, takes a snap, hands off. Josh Robinson, and his first toe of the afternoon, gets between the hash and the numbers and reaches the 35-yard pickup.
Josh Robinson's a quick back. He's out of Bolingbrook, and he can run the football. And they're running all no huddle, and he'll be effective.
Going to give him 4 on that first down play. Second down and 6. Low snap. Rubley digs it out of the turf. Gives to Robinson again. He stood up shy of the first down marker, but not before he got 3 or 4 more. And that's going to bring up third down and short. They're going to say third down and 1.
Yeah.
So a 5-yard pickup for Robinson there. He's picked up 9 on 2 plays. And his first 2 carries of the day sets up third down and 1 for the Birds. Illinois State 1 of 8 on third down today. Ball at the 34-yard line, left hash mark.
Big play.
3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Rubley takes a snap, gives to Robinson, straight ahead, run up the left hash. He has 2. That's good for Redbirds to win a first down. The Birds move the chains.
That's what you have to do right there. Just get first downs, guys. Get a couple of them each time at least. And then you get some field position where they don't have a short field, they have a long field.
6:34 and a churning third quarter clock. Birds trail at 19-0. Rubley out of the gun, clapping the snap. Hands off Robinson, and they swallow him up in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 4.
Wow.
Y.A. Black.
Yeah.
A 6'5 senior out of Marshall, Minnesota. He had 51 tackles a year ago. Honorable mention, all Big Ten selection. Got in unmolested and able to wrap up Robinson right after the mesh.
He's the other defensive tackle, and that's where they've had their success on the offensive guards.
So second down and 14 now for the Birds from their own 33. Robinson empties the backfield. Throw over the middle, deflected away, incomplete.
Had the right idea, short crossing route, but he got knocked down at the line of scrimmage, didn't it? Pretty sure that one of the Iowa players hit it.
They did. Brings up third down and 14 now. Big third down here for the Birds. Third and long.
Yeah. These are not good.
Rubley's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers either side. He works out of the gun.
Nickel package, empty set, man coverage.
Empties Robinson out of the backfield. Has time. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to tuck and run and dive forward across the 35 and reach the 37. Looks like he might have gotten 4 backs. Going to bring up fourth down and 10 for the Birds.
Good coverage. They had man coverage out of their nickel package, what they call 2-man, where it's really tough to throw against. That's the best, really, pass defense there is, and they played it perfectly. He had nowhere to go, John. There was nowhere.
And we have another Illinois State player being attended to. I'm not sure that's not Jake Rubley down there.
It is.
Being surrounded by medical professionals for Illinois State. He is back at about the 37-yard line. He took a hit when he tried to dive. Really had nowhere to go. Pocket was good for a bit, but then it collapsed around him, and he just had to tuck and run for his life. And he's still down on his back. So he's being attended to, and that'll give us a chance to step out here as the Birds will punt it away with the 4th and 10 upcoming. 5:38 to go, third quarter here at Kinnick Stadium. It's Iowa 19 and the Redbirds nothing. Back in a moment on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird from Learfield.
Well, from Studio A, we're going to get you an update on the quarterback, Jake Rubley for Illinois State. Not looking good, but we'll get you the details as the afternoon unfolds. You get Illinois State trailing to Iowa. Let's get you to it out-of-town scoreboard across the Missouri Valley. Well, it's all Purdue, 35-0 end of third over Indiana State. Oklahoma State just jumping out to an early lead over South Dakota State, 3-0, 6:09 left to go in the first quarter, getting underway within the next hour and a half or so. North Dakota takes on Iowa State again at 2:30. Don't forget, though, by the way, Thursday nights, the Brock Spack Show live from Schooners. Player guest alongside Brock Spack and other coaches as well. Like volleyball coach Ali Matters sometimes appears on the program, and Illinois State men's basketball coach Ryan Pete and many others as well. Every Thursday night at 6 o'clock, live from Schooners right here on AM 1230 and FM 102.1 WJBC. And I'm Blake Haas from Studio A on the southwest side of Bloomington. We got to get back out to Iowa, get the details on this quarterback. Let's get back up to play-by-play. John Fitzgerald and the crew as well. Guys?
Thank you very much, Blake. Back here at Kinnick Stadium, 5:38 to go, third quarter. Birds trail at 19-0. Good news in the fact that Jake Rubley able to walk off under his own power. But let's head downstairs. Craig Birchie, our Illinois Ford dealer sideline report. Right?
Yeah, it almost looked like when he was brought down to the ground, it was on towards his left side, and maybe his elbow was out a little bit as it hit the ground. It just jams up into your shoulder, and might have been like a little stinger or something, just kind of numbed it, but the good news is he's moving that wing around now, so maybe he'll be able to come back in because at some point we got to get out of here alive and just stop losing any players. Mason King was enough this afternoon.
Right.
Yeah, without a doubt. We had Zimbrano go down for a little bit of time, but he was able to come up. A lot of it has been cramps. Birds now 4th and 10. Hayden Futch, a high snap, puts the right foot to it. They almost blocked that. He gets a good roll. It's going to carry him out of bounds inside what I believe 15-yard line. We'll see them mark that down, the 16. So a good punt under heavy duress by Hayden Futch, and I was going to take over. First down and 10 from their own 16. They lead it 19-0.
Well, Illinois State changed their punt formation a little bit. They spread out a little bit. I call it a little more of a spread punt, where they had 4 guys out wide instead of 2, so they could get down and cover them short kicks he's been getting. But that they saw that right away. Iowa did, so they brought a guy off the edge, and luckily, Futch does have a pretty quick trigger, and he got it off in time. And now, this is where you want to start, though. Minus 15-yard line is a lot better than out there on the 40.
Cade McNamara, 15 of 24. He's a perfect 7 for 7 here since halftime. He takes over here under center. Toss play. It's Johnson running left, trying to get the edge. Gets to the 20, and he's wrapped up just shy of the 21-yard line. 4-5-yard pickup for Caleb Johnson, the junior out of Hamilton, Ohio. And a good first down run for the Iowa Hawkeyes brings up second down and 5.
They're getting a little bit of ground on that outside toss, though, and outside zone. That was just a toss there, but they're
great blocking out in front of him as well, and then he did the rest himself.
Stephen Curtis
was his quarterback out there blocking? Was Bland setting an edge? It almost looked like he was.
McNamara under center.
I don't think he was that far out after giving the handoff.
He was somewhere right out there.
Down to chase him down and celebrate.
After the dancing around, it looked like he was there for a second because he was one of the first guys to celebrate with him. But that pushes the lead up just a little bit further here for the Chaparrals as Willie Fegan. Great job to compose himself, get that ball immediately into a stiff arm that basically gave him the touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 25.
Christian Casillas lines this one up.
At least 2 tight ends in here, maybe 3.
This one into the wind there. We'll see if he can get it through. He did the last time. And that one, a little sideways, but he does it. Casillas with his third extra point of the night. And it is going to be Hockey College 6 and the College DuPage Chaparrals 28. I'm crazy. He's kicked 4. We're going to take a break here on Hockey College Football on Country 107.7.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose. Because you do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Shauna Stump will help make it
right tackle, and he burrows his way out across the 30 out to the 31-yard line.
Johnson's been looking pretty good.
Stephen Curtis with the stop, and now Amir Abdullah slow getting up. He turns over on his stomach, and he's going to be attended to.
Too many injuries.
Well, and with the heat on the turf, cramping has been common. Can't begin to guess what it is with Amir right now, but it seems, Craig Birchie, that the Iowa veteran front line with 126 career starts coming into this one, beginning to flex their muscles a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say that's a very accurate statement. This team, now they're starting to run behind them and get yardage with guys other than Moulton, and you're seeing them just overwhelm ISU's offensive front 4, front 7, and make some lanes for their running backs to gain some yardage. And now Abdullah kind of hobbling off, favoring that right leg a little bit, trying. But again, it gets back to, we got to, at some point, the guys are playing hard, but at the same time now, that physicality is just wearing Illinois State down.
And we get 11 more games after this one.
Well, you won't see any more of this physical, that's for sure. You got some good physical games coming in the league, but after this week, this is the most physical team Illinois State's played in a long time.
Hawkeyes up to 279 yards of total offense. Birds 117. Second down and 7 from the Iowa 30. McNamara works out of the gun. Play action pass. Rolls right. Dumps it off. Lachey makes the catch across the 30. And he's escorted out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Pick up a 3. He's going to bring up third down and about 4 for the Hawkeyes.
They're going to spot that all the way up in the 35.
Are they really? They sure are. So they're 2 yards shy. It's going to be third down and 2. Birds could really use
going back to
a big defensive play here and get a punt out of this and get some momentum back. They trail at 19-0, 3-minute mark, third quarter.
They're back in their base defense.
Third and 2, McNamara empties the backfield.
Yeah.
Takes a snap, throws over the middle, pass incomplete. Great coverage by Lavoie Deontay McCoy. Pass over the middle in the right hash intended for Jerry Ed Bowie. Redshirt freshman out of Tampa, Florida, goes incomplete, brings up fourth down and 2. And Iowa's likely going to punt from their own 35.
Right. Good defensive series. Good job. They got back and playing like they did the first half. That was a good job.
So the Aussie Reese Dakin on the punt once again. 2:48 to go, third quarter.
Contreras back.
Braden Contreras back in single safety at his own 21. He's going to make a call for a fair catch as he backpedals out the left-hand side number at the 17-yard line. That's where the Birds will have it, first down and 10.
Still a good series, though. That's not bad at all. You got to play that way the rest of the way on defense, but offensively, you'd like to get a little bit better field position, but you got the ball on the 20, 19-yard line, basically 20. You got to make a drive. That's all. You're looking for one big play as well. They got some pretty good skill guys out there, and you're hoping one of them can make a big play.
Birds 56 yards rushing collectively today. And as a team, just 7 of 19 at the quarterback spot for 61 yards.
Tommy back in there.
Quarterback is Tommy Rittenhouse once again. Yeah. He's going to work out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right on first down. Rittenhouse lowing up top. Xavier Lord comes back for the football and makes the catch inside the 45 down to the 47-yard line.
That's what we've been looking for. We're talking about a big play. That's it right there. And Lloyd went up and got it. I think he's getting a little more comfortable out there, John. He hasn't played much. He's a transfer from Kansas State, and this is his first start.
Out to the 44-yard line, first down and 10. Birds going quickly, play action pass, and Rittenhouse just fires it away into the Iowa bench. Dylan Lord was there. Rittenhouse took a hit once he delivered that football. Sailed over the head of Dylan Lord on the right-hand side of the formation.
Yeah.
Second down and 10 now.
At first, I thought he was throwing it away, but he was. He was throwing to Lord, but he got hit, and the ball was going high.
Second down and 10 from the Hawkeye 44. Rittenhouse out of the gun.
2-by-2 set, empty.
He's going to empty the backfield. Seth Glatz, the running back, goes to the left-hand side. Slant pattern over through Sopkowitz. A little bit too tall for the wide receiver. Daniel Sopkowitz falls incomplete. That brings up third down and 10.
That's what happens to you as a quarterback, though. When you get smacked like he did the play before, John, you throw a little bit quicker, a little bit harder, a little bit higher on the next play. He'll be all right on this one here.
This might be the most important third down the Birds offense has faced all day. Third down and 10, 2:10 to play, third quarter. They trail it 19-0 here in Iowa. Rittenhouse clapping the snap. Slap pattern over the middle. Xavier Lord makes a catch inside the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 6.
He's going to go for it.
And bring up fourth down and 4. Offense on the field so far. They're in plus territory.
coach has got to try to get some points. He's got to get a first down here. You're in plus territory for one of the few times today. You got to get another slant or something. A quick play. It's an empty set.
They empty the backfield. Ball right hash mark. 5 wide receivers. Rittenhouse back to pass. Throws of the middle. Pass incomplete. It was intended for Xavier Lord. Hit traffic over the middle. And the Birds turned over on downs to the Hawkeyes, who take over at their own 38-yard line.
I was looking for a flag there.
There was some contact.
There was.
Lord trying to get free on that slant from left to right, but no sale, and the Hawkeyes take over first down and 10, their own 38. They lead it 19-0.
That's good field position for them, but Illinois State had to do what they had to do. They had to try to get a first down there. But what really happened, Tommy got hit on that first down, and then he was really kind of quick on his draw every time after that. He's got to let it develop just a little bit more. Well, need to get a defensive stop here. They got pretty good field position on the plus 38 or minus 38-yard line, but still you got no first downs now.
Stephen Curtis still in. Anderson is out.
Base defense.
McNamara out of the gun. Has time to throw. Fires left side. Pass complete to the tight end to Strenga. Barrels his shoulder down across the 45. Gets all the way out to the 50. Pick up a 12 and a first down for the Hawkeyes. They're going to say the 49-yard line, so a pickup of 11 officially. Moves the chains. First down and 10, Iowa. Their own 49-yard line. Bunch set formation. McNamara works under center. Turns, hands off to Johnson, and he's met by Stephen Curtis as he tried to get free on that right-hand side outside of the tackle. Curtis wrapped him up. Gain of 1. Brings up second down and 9. Ball resting at midfield right in the Tiger Hawk logo.
Good defense there. Now, Iowa is a team that huddles up, by the way, where Illinois State has not today. Most of the teams we see all year will not huddle up, but Iowa is pretty much old school, and they're huddling up every time.
Second down and 9. McNamara out of the gun. Double tight end set. Takes a shotgun snap, waist high, pressure coming. Evades a sack from Kessler. Rolls to his left, throws it downfield. Pass is complete. On a broken play, he finds Zach Ortworth, the second tight end, the sophomore out of St. Louis, Missouri. A big-time pass and catch, a 31-yard pickup.
At two times he'd been sacked in the backfield. Both guys had him. Both guys missed him. You got to take him down. You can't just grab. You got to grab him, roll with him. Take it down, roll with him. Take him with you.
Kessler reached out, had him at the hip. He was able to avoid going down, shuffle to his left, and a big-time passing catch to find Ortworth, and now Iowa's in the red zone, knocking on the door at the 19-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter of play here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. Our count on the McDonald's scoreboard. It's Iowa 19, the Birds nothing. Back in a moment on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
What makes First State Bank different from every other bank? This is Jim Roseland, and I'm not going to tell you that our products are much different than theirs, but no different than the best college athletes making personal sacrifices so their team can win. First State Bank sacrifices our self-interest in order for our customers to win. If you're not working with us, you should see why everyone else is. Come visit us at the corner of Eastland Drive and Hershey Road, or at firststatebank.biz. First State Bank, member FDIC.
Jan from Toyota here. At Toyota's national sales event, there's still time to squeeze more fun out of summer with a new Camry, RAV4, Corolla, and more. So go on, squeeze your extended family into a Highlander for a family reunion.
Everybody in. Tammy, Teddy, Toady, Tommy, Toby, Terry. Wait, where's Rex?
Or stop for some fresh squeezed lemonade in a Prius.
Ooh, how much?
$15. Okay, now that's a squeeze.
Dealer inventory may vary. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Event ends September 3rd. Toyota, let's go places.
Redbird fans, life's better with choices. At Heartland Bank and Trust Company, they believe in giving you a choice. The checking accounts that fit you best, personal or business. You'll find a checking account that works for you. Achieve more with Heartland Bank. The choice is yours. Good people, great account choices, Heartland Bank. Open an account today at hbtbank.com. That's hbtbank.com. John Fitzgerald, Ted Schmitz, Craig Birchie back here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. Blake Haas is back in our network studios in Bloomington. the homestanding Hawkeyes. A 19-0 lead as we get set for the start of the fourth quarter and head downstairs. Our Illinois Ford dealer sideline report with Craig Birchie. Craig?
Well, on that last play, you know, the Redbirds had
Cade
McNamara wrapped up.
As he might be trying to go one-on-one. He's looking over there for his taller guys. Now he's got somebody behind him. He's going to try to dance. And he does get taken down right in the middle. That is number 14 for the Chaparrals. A great job on the defense. Number 14, BJ Mays, out of Kenwood there and out of Maine Community College. So it is going to send us to halftime here. The Hocking College Hawks down 28-6 to the College of DuPage Chaparrals. We're going to take a quick break, talk to you for a little bit here at halftime on Hocking College football on Wild Country 107.7.
You're listening to the Hocking College Hawks on Wild Country 107.7.
Into the end zone, touchdown, Reese Vanderzee.
Picture this, the perfect summer barbecue. No stress, no responsibilities, just all your friends, burgers and hot dogs on the grill, and a delicious, refreshing Pepsi Zero Sugar in your hand. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Burgers sizzling, hot dogs cooking, Pepsi Zero Sugar fizzing, and a backyard of very, very happy people. Oh yeah, we could get used to this. Very, very used to this. Pepsi, the official beverage of Grills Night Out.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It really feels good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Shauna Stump is right here in Athens to help you select the right protection at the right price. Shauna will make sure you understand your State Farm coverage so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm agent Shauna Stump, it's easy to make the right choice. Just call her. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Who can you turn to when you need a general contractor? Choose someone with over 30 years of experience, is licensed and insured. Choose the professionals at J&K Contracting. They're a full-service commercial and residential contractor. From new builds to remodeling, J&K Contracting has you covered from the ground up. Excavating or concrete, roofing or siding, replacement windows or decks, kitchen and bathroom remodels. One call, they really do it all. Call J&K Contracting, 740-698-3521. That's J&K Contracting, 740-698-3521.
Building strong futures in Southeast Ohio. At Hocking College, their students' interests are as diverse as they are. They pride themselves in offering a selection of degrees and certificates that will guide you to your pathway to prosperity and a career you find both rewarding and fulfilling. Courses in allied health and nursing, general studies, arts and sciences, natural resources and public safety, and so much more. Get more details at hocking.edu.
For Iowa, 17-28.
I'm Andrew Saul, Commissioner of Social Security. I'm here to warn you about telephone scammers pretending to be government employees. Some of these scammers may say threatening things like you will be arrested if you don't make payments or provide personal information. Do not fall for these tricks. These calls are not from us. Real Social Security employees will never threaten you for information or money. If you receive a call like this, hang up. Never give the caller your personal information, like your Social Security number or bank account, or send money in any form, cash, gift cards, wire transfers, or prepaid debit cards. Report the call to our law enforcement arm, the Office of the Inspector General at oig.ssa.gov. Share this information with your friends and family.
Second down and 7 for the Birds.
Sometimes life is wonderful, and sometimes it's not. Cherish the good, but always be prepared for life's challenges. Private healthcare is private health insurance for ages 65 and under with medical, dental, vision, and even prescription coverage. If you're looking for health coverage at the best price and your annual household income is $35,000 or more, give us a call at 800-459-0509. That's 800-549-0509.
Rubley stays in as Josh Robinson.
You're listening to the Hocking College Hawks on Wild Country 107.7.
Throws right side in the flat, caught by Dylan Lord. He's pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line, and they're going to be about 3.5 yards shy of the first down marker.
Welcome into halftime here. Hocking College football on Wild Country 107.7. Isaiah Lyle, Joe Higgins, Zach Richardson, all up here in the booth as it's been a hot one and a windy one here in Nelsonville. And that has certainly played on the Hawks a little bit as they are down 28-6 currently to the College of DuPage Chaparrals. They are the number one team in the country in Junior College Division III, but it's still, you know, the better team certainly showing their muscle around this one.
Yeah, absolutely. We knew this was going to be this type of game coming in. We expected it to be, but honestly, DuPage shot themselves in the foot a few times out there. This could be a worse score. Hocking College held their own. Just a few miscues in the back secondary that led to some big plays. Otherwise, it's a much tighter game.
It really is. Clayton Bowden has got 2 touchdowns, and that is certainly from the fact of just a little bit of, you know, miscommunication and the fact that he is a fast freshman receiver here for those defending national champion Chaparrals. On the other side, though, the defense has looked good. They obviously that first touchdown, you know, happened quickly, but I think from then they've really tightened up. They've forced plenty of a couple 3-and-outs in there, and I think that's real important. The offense, when I was saying the other side, just hasn't found their footing.
Yeah, I think that'll come. There's definitely some things you can see they're trying out there, but near the end of the half, Tachari was just trying to kind of will his team, trying to do anything he could to get him some momentum, and it certainly was some success out there, but I don't think you can rely on that. I think this line has got to do a better job protecting, giving time, and then maybe see if they can get the run game going, because that's been stifled.
Right, when they have given him time, unfortunately, they've been holding a lot.
Yeah.
That's been the big thing, is especially on that drive where they were trying to get down the field, score, make this a little better going into half. They had opportunities that just kept getting drawn back because of holes, unfortunately.
And for DuPage, you know, that's kind of how Hocking College got their points, was they were shooting themselves in the foot. A lot of penalties that gave Hocking College easy yardage that they didn't have to work for as much. And then they did the Hilton Bloomington. But again, if you're the Hawks, you can't rely on DuPage to do that for the second half.
No, you really can't. You're going to have to rely on Easton Chari. He is a second-year guy, but he's the first-year starting quarterback here. Not sure if Coach Moore's kid, former Bulldog Joey Moore, if he's hurt right now, he slipped down that depth chart. He was certainly not warming. But Easton Chari is your starter here. I wonder if they go to their second guy and Logan Floyd out of West Carrollton. That might be something, because last year they did switch in and out of Joey Moore plenty, even though he was the clear starter. So I wonder if Coach Moore's going to see what Floyd can do here in the second half, certainly to open the season.
Yeah, and Chari's not doing terrible out there. He's an athlete. Yeah, he's an athlete. It's just, he's not a pure pocket passer. I think he's better on the run. He's had some better throws on the run. Maybe a little slightly less accurate, but certainly more power when he's on the run. And I think it's a matter of the line play, being able to block a little better to get some time to run game. The run game's been insightful, as I said, you're going to see in the stats a bit. But overall, Hocking College is playing against a better team, but they're kind of holding their own despite the score.
I would agree. They, in terms of what you would expect to see out of the Hawks versus a number one team, this is kind of the game you expected. There are certainly plenty of things that are stopping them, but there are things that they can exploit. And with the proper second half adjustments out of Coach Moore and the staff, I think they are going to be able to go put it in the end zone once again, and maybe you start running these Chaparrals a little bit as well.
I agree. So Chaparral scored 14 points in each of the first 2 quarters. They lead 28-6. Hocking College got its 6 points in the first quarter. For Hocking College, we're looking at Tachari with, we talked about it. He was the offense, 7 of 13 through the air for 54 yards. again, 7 completions, 54 yards. That's not where you want to be with that. 13 attempts. 1 attempt from, we did have a pass from Henderson. That was that double pass. Didn't quite work there, but they give it a try. I like that. And then also Tachari leading on the ground, 12 carries for 40 yards in terms of the carry numbers. Sure, they've had a lot of different backs carry the ball. Hopkins College has. Byrne has 44 yards. And they're going to have to see if they can't mix that up a little bit. You talked about it that you were surprised that Brett not really an impact.
Right. I knew he was coming in as the number 1 back. Is kind of a bruising back as well as the wind has shifted on us a little bit. And that is not good knowing we have weather on the way. But nonetheless, I thought he was going to be that guy because he was the secondary running back behind a solid, running back last year that they had for the Hawks. Unfortunately, was a second year, obviously moved on here to hopefully a 4-year school. But nonetheless, Sweat was that guy, and he's just been stopped up. He's certainly the guy that they're trying to run down the middle as well, and just isn't getting anywhere.
Corday McCannon leads the receiving side of things with 3 catches for 36 yards. And then defensively, Keandre Larry with 5 tackles in the first half, leading the way for Hopkins College's Hawks.
Phenomenal. I think the defense is certainly rallying around, certainly the rushing attack. The passing attack has still been kind of where you're picking them apart, with the short yardage and then finding something over the top. But I think that linebacking core that had to get completely replaced there for the Hawks has done a great job stepping up.
Let's take a look now. Zach Richardson has some stats here for DuPage, and we'll take a look at what he's got.
Yeah, so freshman quarterback Justin Bland so far today has gone 10 for 16 with 176 passing yards.
Yeah, it's a solid day.
Even though he's a freshman, he has shown that he has the experience to help lead this offense to a big victory. Whereas on the running side with Bland, he only has 3 yards on 2 carries. He has not been able to get out there and get able to move. Continuing with the running side, like Isaiah over here was saying, we haven't seen number 4, Ernest Temple, much today. We've only seen him run for 4 carries, but he got 15 yards out of those 4 carries. He's had that productivity that he needs with little time in. So far, number 5, Willie Fegan, has pulled off a 27-yard run on that jet sweep for a touchdown late in the second half.
Explosive play that one.
It really was, and you saw it. As soon as he kind of got it, readjusted himself and set that stiff arm, he was gone.
Yeah. Over to the receiving side, number 6 here, Clayton Bone. He has 2 catches for 76 yards. He had that big 66-yard touchdown earlier in the game.
Absolutely.
Both of those touchdowns had 1 called back as well. He was certainly a go-to target.
Clayton Bone, 2 games in, 2 touchdowns each game. How about it?
Yeah.
And then, sorry.
And we're only halfway through this one.
We are.
So he might get a couple more.
Yeah. And then the running back, I'm probably going to say this wrong. Jamarian Dale, I think it's
Jamarian Dale.
Yeah, Jamarian Dale.
I think I've been calling Jim Jamison, but it is Jamarian now that you say it.
Jamarian Dale had 1 catch for 62 yards and a touchdown.
That's pretty efficient.
There you go.
Yeah. So DuPage has been able to pull off some bigger plays to help get them down the field and help them hold this 28-6 lead over Hocking College.
Absolutely. DuPage has been doing a great job. Zach did a phenomenal job with that as well, letting us know. And we're going to throw it back to the studio there. Mark Hunter, he's going to go through your high school scoreboard from last night, a little bit of what the colleges have got going on as college football kick off this afternoon at noon. And we'll come back to a second half action from Nelsonville on Hocking College football and Wild Country.
Illinois State nothing. Back in a moment on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
We all have a mission in life. For some, it's sinking that game-winning shot. For others, it's cheering for your team from the sidelines. At OSF Healthcare, we want you to be the best you possible. We're here for the Bloomington Normal community to make your life just a little bit easier. Whatever your mission, we're here to support it, so you can get back to the court, the field, or the stands. Your life, our mission. Learn more at osfhealthcare.org/mission.
Barrel House is the official watch party location for ISU football games. Barrel House has food, drinks, and an electric atmosphere. Don't miss out on the ultimate game watching experience. ISU football game days at Barrel House. Enjoy a pound and a pint, freshly made to order boneless wings, and a pint of Island Time, just $12. The Barrel House is the place to be. Mark your calendars and join us at 9 Brickyard Drive for an unforgettable ISU football game celebration. Go Redbirds!
A Tintac enterprise.
Tune into the Bronx Back Show every Thursday night live from Scooters. Each week we'll sit down with a member of the Redbirds, our Student Athlete Spotlight segment presented by your country financial agent, Catherine Peterson, as well as the Shannon Smith and Tom Peterson real estate team from RE/MAX Rising. That's the Bronx Back Show, live from Scooters every Thursday night, 6 o'clock on AM 1230 and 102.1 FM WJBC. John Fitzgerald, Ted Schmitz, Craig Birchie back here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. Blake Haas back in our network studios in Bloomington, 11:09 to go. This fourth quarter, the season opener. The Iowa Hawkeyes, after leading just 6-0 at the break, have extended the lead 33-0 over Brocksback and the Illinois State Redbirds. Another short kick is going to be fielded by Jalen Carr at the 7 to the right hash, onto the right between the hash and the numbers. Skips his way up across the 20 and out to the 23-yard line. So the Birds live at first down and 10 from their own 23 as they desperately try to get some offense onto the scoreboard here on this final Saturday in August, as the offense has struggled against his vaunted Iowa defensive attack.
But they should have had the ball back down there, John, and it would have made a difference. And the score would be Illinois State, some kind of a score, and Iowa not another score.
So the Birds now first down and 10. Tommy Rittenhouse back in a quarterback, takes the shotgun snap. Hands off on first down, fakes a handoff, throws on the run, finds Dylan Lord across the 35 out to the 38-yard line.
Good job by Tommy. It's a flood route into the sideline where you got a short, a middle, and a deep, and he went to the middle, and that's usually the one that's open.
Pick up a 15 on the play. That's the longest pass reception of the afternoon for the Redbird offense. First down and 10 on the Redbird Toyota first down. Delayed handoff off the left tackle for Illinois State. It's Winkers right. He gets across the 35 out to the 42-yard line, picks up 4.
Not a bad first down play. Not a bad first down play at all. You take 4 every time.
Second down and 6 now. Twin wide receivers to the right. Tight end left. Rittenhouse takes a snap. It's going to be an edge play. Winkers right trying to turn the corner on the edge, but just unable to do so as he was run down from behind. Carson Shire, the 6'2 junior out of Iowa Falls, Iowa, able to track him down, make the tackle, and that's going to bring up third down and 4 from the 44-yard line.
Here's a good example of what I was talking about, John, with
That's
their
speed.
speed. Yeah, they've got it. I didn't think they did, but they do.
3 wide receivers right, ball left hash mark, third down and 4 for the Birds. From their own 44, Rittenhouse back to pass. Pressure coming, and he gets swallowed up. On the edge, Brian Allen, a sophomore out of Lake in the Hills, Illinois, just absolutely came off that right defensive edge and got right to Rittenhouse, and Rittenhouse goes down, the 4th sack of the day for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
I think he beat Zambrano on that play.
He sure did.
Yeah,
we see it on the video board. It was exactly Zambrano. He had an edge on him off that right side. Yep. Able to get to Rittenhouse. So Hayden Futch on to punt it away.
Gee whiz, Futch.
And
get a
Futch
first down.
holds on to it to the right-hand side.
Holy
Gets to the 35. His helmet was knocked off. He's a little bit slow getting up, but does so.
He should have ran for a first
Going
down.
on the field as the runner was down. First down, Iowa.
Gee whiz, he should have ran for a first down.
So Iowa's going to take over off the broken play. And boy, the pressure they've gotten in special teams has been something special, hasn't it, today?
Yeah, it has. At that time, I think he had the whole corner there to run to the sticks and get a first down, and he went down. But he's not a runner, that's for sure. He's not an athlete. He's a punter.
Helmet came off, 8:59 mark of this fourth quarter. And Iowa's going to take over the short field at their own at the Redbird 34-yard line.
Yeah, they're in the plus territory. This is tough to stop a team like this.
Redbird football brought to you in part by the great taste of Bud Light. Bud Light, proud sponsor of Illinois State Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. And remember, fans, please drink responsibly. 8:59 to go. McNamara turns, puts the ball in the belly of Caleb Johnson, and he tries to slalom his way up inside the 30-yard line, down to the 29. They're going to give him the 28, so a 6-yard pickup for Caleb Johnson.
Pure power football. They've gone to two backs. They've got an offset eye and just run the power football. That was just power off tackle.
Caleb Johnson, who really didn't have many totes in that opening half of play, but a featured back here in the second half, including a 64-yard touchdown run. McNamara rolls out right-hand side. Pass is complete inside the 20 and down. Inside the 25, down to the 21. It's Ortweller, who he connected on for a big 31-yard reception earlier, but we have flags in the field over on the far side toward the Redbird bench.
Wasn't anywhere near the play.
No, resting at the 23, absolute opposite side of where that play went. We'll see how they adjudicate this. With 8:11 to play, fourth quarter, Birds trail at 33-0.
Ineligible downfield. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, second down.
Sports page, WSTO Sports, and probably on the regular Facebook page at times as well. But it is going to be Hocking College receiving coming out of the second half. We do have 50 seconds on the clock, but the officials are just now getting to the field.
Well, this is first.
And I actually think that's only 2 officials. Do the rest of them stay here? Or we still need to go get 2 more officials?
Well, it is hot, so I imagine they are just trying to stay shaded for the last 30 seconds if they can.
That's a fair point. Although they might be in that security vehicle that just rolled up. You never know.
That'd be a way.
That'd be a way to do it, as clocks do appear to be on and moving.
So we've had an exciting weekend of football, extended weekend of football on the air. We started on Thursday night.
We started on Thursday night. We had the Alexander Spartans get a 21-0 victory over Sciotaville East there. Great job by my alma mater there to pick up a victory. And then we had 2 last night. Neither were quite what we expected, but one does count in the column. The Federal Hocking Lancers do get a game that was shortened due to a forfeiture because of heat issues. That's what we will ultimately say. It is forfeiture because of heat issues. Trinity Christian came down from Morgantown. They were the one game that in Southeast Ohio, I think, that started at 7 o'clock last night, and it came back to bite them, unfortunately.
Because of the travel.
Because of the travel, yes, but it was hot, and it came back to bite everybody, unfortunately, there. But you had last night a game between the Nelsonville York Buckeyes and the Logan Chieftains that saw that no matter how good you feel like you are, sometimes size is just a difference maker.
Yeah, size of the school.
Exactly.
That's exactly what the difference was. Logan came in, won that game 19-0. Buckeyes were able to be competitive, but defensively just weren't able to stop the chunk yardage. And I don't mean like 30, 40-yard plays. Logan was just able to get 5 yards, 6 yards every time down. So they just kind of nickel and dime them to death on the passing and the rushing plays. But either way, the Buckeyes kind of knew that would be a challenge for where that would stand. They will try to regroup, and this week Liberty Union, I believe, is at home.
Liberty Union rolls in. We are going to have them certainly next week. Should be on our AM 103.9 FM 770 AM is where you will find that one. But we are getting ready here as Bone jogs out the middle of the field to talk to Cloyd, I believe. They're going to
make it official.
Make it official here for our second half as the Hawks will receive. I do believe they're going to be going from, yes, that's what I thought, from left to right on your radio dial. And for the first time today, officially wearing a different penny, but in shoulder pads, is Joey Moore.
Oh, there you go.
So we have seen Joey Moore for the first time this evening. And he's, I mean, maybe still injured, though, but that puts him all the way down the depth chart if he's got the penny on.
I'm just happy football's back, that we're full go here now. We've got Ohio State football today. We've got the Hocking College football right here in front of us. University,
just a little bit.
We'll have all of this recapping on the Wild World Sports on Wednesday and talking about the upcoming NFL season. Football's back.
The Hawkeyes tack on 6 more.
Corner had that play in the backfield. He just didn't tackle. It's that simple.
So Stevens on for the PAT. The Hawkeyes now a 39-0 lead. They led it 6-0 at the break. They've racked up 33 points here since halftime. Stevens' kick is up and good. 40-0. The Hawkeyes with those 34 points here in the second half have taken control of this football game. And have shown the offense to be a little bit different than it was a year ago in which they struggled. This is a veteran quarterback who has really played some outstanding football today in Cade McNamara.
Yeah, they're going to be a lot better at that position. He was a little rusty in that first part of the game, just like Rubley is, but he's come out of it now. Rubley will need about 3 games to come out of his. He's been off for a couple years, John, but they got to play him, and he's got to come out of it.
5:48 to go, fourth quarter here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. Our count to the McDonald's scoreboard, Iowa 40 and the Birds nothing. Birds get it back when we come back after this time out on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
Now is the best time to...
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light.
Along. Welcome to another season of Northwestern Wildcat football. The Cats today christen this home, which will be their playing field for the next 2 seasons, while the new Ryan Field is being built about a mile from here up on.
I'm Bob Dobsky, and I'm personally inviting you to come into Rob Dobbs Restaurant this week for lunch. Enjoy a delicious meal from the new Rob Dobbs lunch menu during your workday, and you don't have to worry about a long wait as we have plenty of seating. From our handcrafted burgers, specialty sandwiches, or variety of salads, you'll be ready to take on the rest of your day.
And how long's the wait to be seated, Bob?
Just a little, Jules.
See our lunch menu when you visit robdobbsbn.com.
Redbird fans, don't forget, stay with us after the ball game. Our postgame show brought to you by Ameren, Illinois. When it comes to energy, actions speak louder than words. That's why Ameren, Illinois works hard to make sure you have the energy you need. And that's why we put savings tools in your hands so you can take action to lower your monthly bills. Learn more about saving money and energy with energy-efficient rebates and incentives at ameren.com/rebates. Back here inside Kinnick Stadium, 5:48 to go in the fourth quarter. And Iowa, with 34 second half points, now leads the Birds 40-0. Birds will get the football back here. And you really, Ted Schmetz, want to leave Kinnick Stadium today, if at all possible, feeling a little bit better about kind of traction they have gotten offensively so far in this one. Jalen Carr takes it to the 5, scoots up between the hash and the numbers on the right side, off the 25, bounces right, and gets his way all the way out to about the 26-yard line, or it's going to be first down and 10 for the Birds.
Yeah, you're right, exactly, John. You probably want just forget the second half. First half was really a lot of positives, and you might want to just show the film tomorrow and forget the second half. Go out and go to practice, get ready for Northern Alabama.
So first down and 10 for Illinois State at the 30-yard line. Jake Rubley back at a quarterback now. He's going to work out of the gun. Turn. Give right side. Seth Glantz gets across the 30, but no further. He got out to about the 32-yard line. And he was swallowed up by Brian Allen, that sophomore out of Lake in the Hills, who also had a sack earlier. As a matter of fact, Beckham Pellant, the true freshman quarterback out of Chandler, Arizona, in for the Redbirds at quarterback. So the third quarterback used by the Birds today. He works out of the gun, turns, gives to Glatz, running between the tackle and the guard, still moving his feet. He's able to move the pile inside across the 35 and out to about the 38-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and short now.
Well, Iowa's got a lot of different ball players in the game as well. And this quarterback's not going to embarrass you one bit, John. He's a darn good young quarterback.
He had a phenomenal camp, the true freshman.
Yes.
Third down and 2 for the Birds from their own 38. 4:39 to go. Pellant, chest high snap. Now the pocket collapses. He's going to roll to his right. Throw on the run. Pass is complete. It's Tommy Donovan makes his first catch of the day at the 41-yard line. That's good for Redbird Toyota. First down, pick up a 4 on the play, and the Birds move the chains.
Sure, nice job by Pellant, quarterback, too. Really nice job.
He kept that play alive as the pocket was collapsing around him. So now first down and 10 for their own 41. Clapping the snap, turn, give to Glatz, and he has no hold to speak of whatsoever. Just tries to burrow his way across the 40. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe they'll give him the 42. They do. Pick up a 1 on the play officially.
Illinois State used 4 running backs today. They do have a freshman by the name of Lawson that is also very good, but I can see why they're not playing him, John. You don't want to put him in there just for the heck of it. And he's got 4 games he can play. You might want to play him later in the season.
Third quarterback used by the Birds. Pellant takes a snap, turns, puts it in the belly of Glatz, bounces outside, and able to spin his way across the 45 out to the 47-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play for Seth Glatz. Brings up third down and 4 as the ball rests on the 47-yard line between the hashes. 3:24 for this ball game here on the 2024 season opener. Third down and 4. Pellant changes the play at the line of scrimmage, takes a snap, back to pass, throws right, pass is complete. A great catch made by Tommy Donovan, but I believe, is he going to have enough for the first down?
I think so.
It's right at the line to gain. They are going to give it to him, and Pellant hits Donovan again to move the chains for the second time this drive. Another Redbird Toyota first down. Visit your Peoria, Pekin, Bloomington Toyota dealer today. 2:45 to go, fourth quarter, and twisting clock. Clock will stop at the 2-minute mark.
Donovan looks pretty good at that slots position, John.
Those are tough passes over to the sideline, 2 for Pellant. He's been 2 for 2 on those. Give to Glatz at a counter. He works his way into plus territory, wrestled down to the 49.
That'll probably go down to the 2-minute there. Well, they're going to go another play here before it goes.
2:21 and a twisting fourth quarter clock. Line of scrimmage just inside the 49-yard line. Second down and 9 for the Birds. Max Seabarth in at tight end as well. Play clock down to 18.
Coach is going to let it go down to the 2-minute.
I believe that's going to be the last play until the 2-minute warning here in the fourth quarter.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
So the clock stops. The 2-minute mark will step out. 2 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Here from Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. 25th ranked Iowa Hawkeyes lead the Birds 40-0. Back in a moment on the Xfinity Mobile Redbird Sports Network from Learfield.
I want that. The Make It Ford summer sales event is on, so make it your best summer ever with Ford. Now's the best time to get our best deals on a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs, like the Ford Explorer, the Ford Bronco family, Ford F-Series, and the all-electric F-150 Lightning. These are the deals you've been waiting for, so don't wait. It's the Make It Ford summer sales event, so make it yours. Make it now at your Ford dealer today.
Need catering? The Barrel House's experienced team will take care of every detail, featuring delicious, flavorful food. Food that's not only delicious, but will also lift your spirits. The Barrel House can accommodate any number of guests, from 5 people to 400. Need help at your bar, too? They've got you covered. Contact Barrel House for your next catering needs. Call 309-590-3396. That's 309-590-3396.
A Ten-Tac Enterprise.
2 minutes remain, fourth quarter here inside Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. It's been all Hawkeyes here in the second half. Iowa led it 6-0 at the break, but attacked on 34 points since both ball clubs emerged from the halftime locker room and now lead the Birds 40-0.
Big old Michael Janke ran right through there and picked up the touchdown.
48-yard line.
Just a lot of power that they can't account for when you're that close to the goal line.
How many different touchdown scores is that now for the Chaparrals there, Zach?
That is their 5th touchdown there.
I believe all 5 from a different player.
Yes, I believe so.
As they jog out a new kicker, they're going to let Casillas breathe a little.
With Craig Birchie. Craig?
Yeah, Beckham looks kind of calm. I know Ted was mentioning that off the air. It looks very confident in the pocket. Doesn't seem to get too rattled. Of course, granted, you're late. You're down 2 minutes in the game now. and facing the second, third string of the Iowa Hawkeye defense. But still, this is great experience. You get out here in a big stadium like this for a true freshman, and now he just puts the ball on the carpet.
Well, we jinxed him. Pellant went back to pass, and the ball slipped out of his fingertips as he was loading that pass. Arm never really came forward,
Rolling on
and
the field
Iowa's
was a
going to
fumble.
take over.
Recovered by the defense. Iowa's ball.
we
First and 10.
jinxed him. Right.
He had some time. Pressure was coming, as we see it on the video board here, and he just cocked that ball back to throw.
Number 8's helmet came off on the play. Must leave the game for 1 down.
And as soon as that ball went back in that cock position, it just slipped out of his fingertips. Crawford able to swallow it up for the Iowa Hawkeyes, and now Hawkeyes take over with 1:55 to go in this fourth quarter. And they're most likely going to go into the Jenny Fleck offense here.
They're going to hand it off.
New quarterback, it's Sullivan, the transfer out of Northwestern. And they give on a sweep play to the near side. And it's Terrell Washington Jr. on the carry, the freshman out of Wiley, Texas. He picks up 9 yards, moves the football out to the 31-yard line in Redbird territory. 40-0. Hawkeyes with the lead over the Redbirds. Sullivan, 8 games last year in Northwestern. He made 4 starts. Wildcats went 2-2 in those 4 games. He works under center here. It's a man in motion, takes a snap, turns. Hands off, straight ahead run, bounces through a tackle, and finally tripped up inside the 15, down to about the 17-yard line. I'm sorry, down to about the 12-yard line. It's going to be Max White, a junior out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Kennedy High School, with the carry on the quick hitter. That's enough for a first down. Ball spatted out of the 14, and once again, the Hawkeyes in the red zone under a minute to play.
They actually could go to a victory formation here, but I don't know if they're going. They're playing the young kids, and they're going to hand it off and see if they get another score. Illinois State's playing a lot of young new people also.
Sullivan takes a snap, giving right side and the run. Once again goes to the hands of Max White. Picks up 4 on the play, down to the 10. 2nd and 6.